what you want. Let's my love, if you feel like I do right now, don't stay on the road to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Okay. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna caption. Okay. So, in case you guys didn't know, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna test out today and see what happens, right? So give me a second. I'm gonna plug it in and stuff, and then we're gonna do this. All right. So let's make sure that it's on. All right. So yeah, let me just plug in my mic. Um, I need to make some space. Put my gums there. Box go there. Phone will go here on the left side like this. Headphones, I'll put it on the ground to charge. Yeah, so I do have some videos I want to watch, but I do want to set up my mic first, guys. So let's I'm gonna set my mic, my new mic, and then get started. Give me a second, guys. Cause I have a camera, I have a webcam and everything, but I just like the problem is the webcam it takes a lot of the CPU out of it, so I can't use my webcam on it now. Um, let's see if it works. Oh, it's activated. Plugged in. Okay. Okay, so let me just plug in my mic properties. K66. Okay, so this is my new mic. Let me test. I want to see how I sound. Okay. Let me put in my let me put an audio property. Um, filters, noise suppression. Yep. Okay, I'm dropping frames like crazy. Let me put in my let me put an audio property. Um, filters, noise suppression. Okay. 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 All right. Let me just back it up here so that way you guys can probably hear me. Yeah. So this is the outlet. Boost it from here. Trying to see something. Okay, I think I'm ready. Ready to go. I'll have to. Oh God. Yeah, anything I probably have to do, I have to do some more testing for this because I have to do some more testing. Yeah, I have to do more testing to see how it is because obviously I didn't really do any calibrations for it yet. So, 1 second. Maybe I should do. Can we delete the mic and aux thing? Oh, thank you, though. Uh, let me check the manual. Grab the manual. So, calculation. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, so dropping frames. Okay. You can just plug it in my earbuds. I don't know. Oh, wait a second. I think it'd be better if I like try my earbuds. You don't have to that week. So I'm not you have to understand some feature points. So I could look them out. I never I should never do a test stream before I even use them. Wait when I'm able. Because I'm trying to okay, so I have to it seems like this is like more like echoey. Okay, is that better? Oh, I see the problem. Because I had oh I see the problem. But because I was using I had the echo one. So if I want to be like, hey motherfucker, I can echo. Okay, so I guess we test it out as we see. Okay. So this is how it sounds. This is the echo. It's not volume for me. So I'm gonna turn off the echo. Okay, so now it's not echo. But so I think it should be better. Um Yeah, I think this should be way better because obviously I'm using this time. Because I had Echo, and I'm not Echo anymore. It's more, it's like a better way, or something like that. So for something like this, obviously I bought it a couple times on Prime, student, student, and I got it. So it's called Deal Sound. I like it in bucks. So obviously from the reviews and stuff like that, it was pretty budget, it was budget, more budget, and so I'm about to have to charge something like that. Okay. So the reason, so obviously my new what the mic I was before was the one that was attached to my either my MacBook or it was my gaming headset. The reason why I preferred the gaming headset was because I could manually mute it by using my headset. I had the okay. Oh, so I have to. This is the setting I'm using. So obviously, yeah, you hear that. Obviously, so obviously, this is what we're gonna do. But let me just test my phone. This is how I don't know. Okay. So this is how I sound with no echo. Okay. So this is basically going to be like this. I'm gonna use my music headset. Um, yeah, this is the sound. Obviously it was like $50. I don't expect a lot quality coming out of this one, but I hope it's more convenient and probably more better than the MacBook one. And the reason why I say that is because obviously the MacBook one, although it was better quality, it's harder to pause and mute it directly to the microphone itself instead of using the button or whatever. I, mean, I could have used like a hot key to I didn't feel like doing it, so I was like whatever. Okay, so this is the more version. So this is the one that has the okay, so this is the one more with the noise canceling. So obviously I test I see. Because it was connected my it is connected to my AirPods on. Okay. Uh oh, I'm not hearing myself. Okay, okay, that sounds better. Oh, that sounds way better. Oh, that sounds way better. Okay. Alright, so we got it. So, um, welcome guys. Welcome to part 30 of React to Anything. I do have some videos on the dock I do want to react to. But before we do, obviously, I know that. Oh shit. So obviously, the state of play did come out recently. Yeah, the state of play came out recently. Came out. I think it had it yesterday or the day before. Um, I obviously during that time I was watching it. I was watching it. Some of the games I wasn't really like what I wasn't really interested in. The one I was probably well besides the John Wick one. The John Wick one was pretty nice, but besides that, I wasn't really interested in them. God of War trilogy, I can't wait for that. Honestly, it's the remake. So I mean, it's kind of like fucking like now because like it's kind of like fucking oh you're doing it now. You're doing all these fucking Last of Us fucking remakes and all this shit, but you're doing this one now, huh? So, but whatever, better late than never, right? So I'm kind of proud that they're doing that. Another thing that I also uh really wanted to talk about was what happened with Chibi. I'm not gonna watch the video because I've already watched it off stream. I don't feel like watching it now. Basically, Chibi just breaks down. He basically confesses in the video that his fiance was cheating on him with his best friend, and now that there it is. Oh my god, I thought I freaking lost the earbud. I found the earbud. Sorry. Yeah, basically his girlfriend cheated on him, and then his with his best friend, and obviously according to Chibi, this is again according to him. I don't know what his friend says gonna say. According to Chibi, his friend he supported his friend when he was sick and stuff like that by paying some of his bills and whatnot. And then he tried to confide with the gaming group chat, right? Because obviously there's other people. Obviously from Chibi's side, it seems like they took the guy, the other guy's side, but obviously we don't really know from their account. So again, this is from just one. This is one from one perspective. But if it is true that they really didn't, they took the guy's side, and that's a fucking asshole move. And it was funny because the best friend of GB, he wanted to move to where not he wanted to move near where he was, where Chibi was, and the reason why was obviously was to have closer access to the fiance. So yeah, obviously haters are kind of celebrating. Obviously, people saying he got cucked or yeah, don't you like NTR or some whatever bullshit. Obviously, I don't. Obviously, Chibi said some wild, crazy shit for the past few years, but to fucking basically say yay because he got cheated on, it's just like wow, what the fuck? And obviously, they call him a PDF file, even though he is not a PDF file by definition, because a PDF file is someone who's attracted to underage girls. I'm sorry, guys. Fictional characters do not fall under that umbrella. So you can call him a lolicon. Yeah, you can call him that, but lolicons not pedophiles. But anyways, so yeah, we're gonna watch a couple videos. I do have one called. I do have one with Brown Table. Brown Table released a new species with not interspecies. Interstellar Ranger commands. Oh wow, 11K view. That's pretty. That's pretty low. It's pretty low. So we have that, and then we have Souls Arts who made a new Ruby video talking about basically is the hate justified for Ruby, and yeah. Oh no, the worst villain Ruby. Then you have yeah, is Ruby hate justified? So he has that. Yeah, he's a big like Ruby person. He's a very big Ruby person. Anyways, we have that, and then I think you have Shonen Showdown. Mm, yeah, Cleveland Subaru. I don't really care about that. Try again, answer the hardest question in anime. We'll see about that. But besides that, that's all we have right now. So let's go on Souls Arts and talk about is the Ruby hate justified or whatever, whatever. No, that's brown table. Fuck. I see what it looks like. Yeesh. Asshole me, huh? Okay, let me just turn off my dryer. Then I'll be right back. Give me a second. I'm back. Alright, so first we're gonna watch why do people hate Jean? Why do people hate Noah is deeper than you think. did Ruby abandon Monty's own vision? I'm not watching this. It's over an hour long. I'm not gonna do that. Let's do Why People Hate Jean. I want to do that one.
Hello guys, and my name is Solarts, and welcome back to another video. So today I want to talk about why people hate John. Now, if you've been around the
Here's the thing. I don't hate Jean, but I do think Jean is okay. Let's go 1080p. He can go 4K. I don't know the point of going 4K. Anyways, I don't hate. I know people hate Jean. I don't hate Jean. I don't really hate Jean. I don't think he's the worst character in Ruby. I think he's average. I don't think he's terrible. I don't really think that he's great either. I think he's just average.
the Ruby community, you can understand why a lot of people hate John. And if you haven't been a part of the Ruby community, or you just try to ignore social media, then I can understand why you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So if you're a bit
Yeah,
confused,
I guess I don't know what he's talking about because I'm not really big into the Ruby community like that. So I guess I don't know what I'm talking about then.
why John is hated, well, I'm glad to show you why he is hated. So yeah, with that being said, let's just get directly into the video. Now, first off, and I don't really want to sound rude, but John is a loser. And you may be thinking, well, John...
Yeah, oh yeah. Okay, here's the thing though. That's not my problem with Jean. I don't care that he's a loser. Right? I know people really care. I know people. Some people care that he's a loser. I don't care that he's a loser. My issue is that he didn't know what aura was. That makes no fucking sense. He does not. His obviously he hasn't. His ancestry was in his great grandfather. I think his great grandfather or something like that was in the Great War. And obviously Or has been here for a long time. You're telling me that his parents never taught him how to teach what Or was or semblance was or anything? It's just stupid. It's stupid for him to it's freaking stupid for him not to know what Or is, despite the fact that, like, here's the thing: it feels like an isekai or something like that. Understandable, but it is not an isekai. Jean was born and raised in Remnant, so I don't know why the fuck he does not know what, as he never heard about Aura at all. It makes no sense.
John's not a loser. He works really hard and this and whatever. And yes, trust me, John does work extremely hard.
Yeah, but he still gets picked on by Cardin. So that's why people call him a loser. He gets picked on by Cardin. He tries to flirt with Weiss, doesn't really work. But I mean, but then again, he gets with Pyrrha. I don't know, he doesn't get with Pyrrha, but like Pyrrha likes him. So he's not totally a loser, but I guess you can say, yeah, its introduction is, yeah, big loser behavior for sure.
John actually has a lot of growth in his character and in his fighting style. But sometimes it's about first impressions, and when you come off like a loser in your first impression, fans aren't probably going to like you or take you serious.
For me, my issue is that fact that he did not know what or semblance was. Despite the fact that, he'd been living on Remnant, and obviously his father were fought in the war, so that's even worse. He should definitely know what fucking aura and semblance are, but he doesn't know, which makes no sense.
A lot of people also blame him for Pyrrha's death, so people also just don't like him for that, calling him useless, saying Jean should have died instead of Pyrrha. So when you have a character that's a loser...
I've heard that take, and honestly, I can see why, because he was fairly useless and fairly of not much of a character. Well, obviously not much of a character, but he was pretty fairly useless throughout like the first couple volumes.
What holds the plot down, or is constantly flirting or things like that, then yeah, a lot of people don't really like him. But that's not really why a lot of people hate him or dislike him. Yes, it could be a little bit of it, but there's so much more, so let's go on to the next topic. A big one that I constantly see is he takes away time from Team Ruby.
Oh yes, he does. Oh my goodness, that is a fact, especially in the early volumes. Volumes 1 through 3, it was just John, bro. Volume 1 through 3 was mostly about John. Most of the development was on John. You, you that's a fact. He does take time away from Ruby. That's true.
John has a lot, and I mean a lot of scenes. And because of those scenes, he ends up taking away time from other characters. A lot of people feel as though the main characters. The series is not called Ruby and John, the series is called Ruby, representing
Yes, Ruby. Yeah, it represents Team Ruby, but yet Jean gets a lot of the screen time. A lot of it.
Ruby, Weiss, Blake, and Yang. John does not fit this. John is supposed to be a side character in most people's eyes. So for John to have this much screen time and have this much growth when a lot of people feel like Team Ruby doesn't have the same growth as him, they feel like
And that's true, because none of them do. Ruby does not. Ruby definitely does not have the same growth as Jean. Weiss, she could have, but it was handled poorly, especially with the racism aspect. Like, that was the racism just dropped literally after Volume 3. She was not racist anymore. All that racism just dropped completely, which makes no sense. Especially with someone who had that mindset for what, over a decade now. She should have definitely had those lingering, like those like minor issues there, but it would slowly get resolved completely to where she's just like, yeah, no. But the prejudice that she had against foreigners is just completely gone after Volume 3. Yang, I mean, Yang gets growth, but not a lot. And then Blake, she gets growth with like, but like, again, it's so funny because like all the fucking growth, like, oh my goodness, most growth that she gets are all from her love interest, and I'm just like, nah.
takes away from the story and we spend too much time on him. Some people love John but just wish that the time he got, other characters also got, which is
And that's a fact because my issue is that how did Ren and Noah react to Pyrrha dying? We know how Jean reacted. He was completely devastated. But what about Ren and Noah? We didn't really get on their thoughts about Pyrrha. So it's just like, well, I guess if you took some time away from Jean and get to focus on Ren and Noah and Pyrrha and their moments and shit like that, it would have been much better. So I would be like, oh shit, Ren and Noah also devastated that Pyrrha is gone instead of just Jean.
understandable. A lot of people watch Ruby and think that Ruby herself is a Mary Sue. They think she's
I don't think Ruby Rose is a Mary Sue, but she does get pushed to the sideline a lot of times. She gets pushed to the sideline a lot of times.
kind of just plain and boring. Yeah, she does what she needs to do. Yeah, she can be entertaining at times, but she doesn't really have too much growth. And when you compare Ruby's growth to
all that growth was bucket dumped in volume 9, and then she basically did a 360 in one volume. Literally, Ruby did a 360 in a volume that can be basically filler because this has no impact on any of the story whatsoever. So I could understand if people would say Volume 9 is filler, because the only thing you really have to really pay attention to is, okay, Jean got that white streak in his hair, obviously, because obviously he's been there for a long time, and then Neo is ascended, and then Blake and Yang are together. That's it. Those are the only three takeaways you're getting from those. That's the only three important takeaways from that volume. Everything else you don't have to think about ever again, because they're never gonna be. I doubt they're gonna be mentioned ever again. Those are the only three takeaways you need to know from Volume 9 from Volume 10. Everything else, from that ever after is pointless.
John growth over the volumes, you see that John kind of beats her by a mile. And as stated, this isn't just for Ruby, this is for Blake, Weiss, Yang, and so on and so forth. So yeah, a lot of people think he just takes away from Team Ruby.
He does. He does take a lot of time away from Ruby. And not just from Team Ruby, but from also, oh my goodness, I'm lagging hard. Damn. not only does it take time from Team Ruby, it also takes time from the other side characters as well, like Nero and Nora and fucking Ren.
But also on top of that, we know his story already. Yes, your grandfather was amazing. Yes, your father was also amazing, and you're not really amazing. We know you want to be a warrior. We know you want to be great.
And that's why it's so bad that he does not know what aura nor semblance is. That's the issue of why she does not, how he does not know what that is.
Know you want to do something and prove yourself. You literally state that you don't want to be a loser. You don't want to be the person that's getting laughed at. You want to be the hero. You want to save someone. You want to matter. You want to be important. People know that already. It's something we've identified all the way since Volume 1, and this is the same person that constantly does the same thing. Mind you, Pyrrha also died in Volume 3, and yes, it's going on Volume 10, and John still focuses on Pyrrha, and John still focuses on being a warrior. So a lot of people don't like him for these aspects. Do I personally agree with them? No, not really, because John grows in many aspects. One was the bullying, another was Pyrrha, and even when it was Pyrrha, it wasn't just trying to fight for Pyrrha, it was also trying to be a leader, trying to find himself, trying to find his aura, his semblance, things of that nature.
And that all came from Pyrrha. How do you know his semblance? How do you unlock his aura? Pyrrha. How do you know how to unlock his semblance? Pyrrha. A lot of the foundation of Jean's character was because of Pyrrha. The freaking if I remember correctly, I don't know if it's part of his armor or part of his weapons, but his weapons got upgraded by because of Pyrrha's scraps, armor and scraps and shit. So a lot of shit, and also Jean at the fucking statue meeting, I'm guessing Pyrrha's relative or some shit, because she had red hair, so I'm assuming that's a relative. Also with Pyrrha. So a lot of shit has to do with Pyrrha. Also the fact that also in Volume 5 he raged out against fucking Cinder. So again, a lot of shit has to do with Pyrrha. A lot of it. That's a lot of his character.
Nature. John grows in different pieces in different areas, but so many people just look at that growth as one thing as a whole and say,
because it all comes from one thing. It all comes from Pyrrha. That's the problem. Jean wants to be a leader, but that comes from Pyrrha. Jean wants to be strong, but that comes from Pyrrha. The source of that development comes from the death of Pyrrha. That's why. That's the issue.
Say John doesn't deserve it. We know his story already, so let's go to someone else. So we understand all of this. So what's another reason? Well, this one may sound a bit ridiculous, but he's in a lot of ships.
I don't care. Ship what's gonna ship. I don't care. That's like saying I hate Blake because he's in a lot of ships. I would argue Blake is in more ships than fucking Jean. Who is Jean get shipped with? Pyrrha, Weiss, Ruby. That's pretty much it. I don't know anyone else he gets really shipped with.
He's just in so many ships. John is shipped with practically every girl in the Ruby universe. So much so that a lot of people just think he's the basic.
Yeah, you should have gave some examples. Because unless you're deep in the fandom, you're not gonna really know all about all the ships. I only know 3, and that's Pyrrha, Weiss, and who did I say? Pyrrha, Weiss, and Ruby. Those are the only people that I know that Jean gets shipped with. I don't know anyone else that gets shipped with Jean besides those 3.
Harem pro tag for anybody who wants to pick up a pen and go to fanfic.com. Now, depending on the community, a lot of harem things are just hated. Ruby is a series with a lot of female, so to see John paired up with every other female is pretty annoying. even the ones that, are already in a relationship. It makes John look like this straight cis alpha male guy that people just don't think he is. Some people don't think John deserves to have that many females. Some people don't even think John deserves to have a girlfriend. So when people go on AO3 and search up Ruby and then see John with Neo, John with Neon Cat, John with Blake, John with Yang, John with Ruby, John with Weiss, it gets very, very annoying. You can even
Geez, I have never heard any of those besides the one of Ruby and Weiss.
find John with Raven, John with Willow, John with Summer. You can find John with practically every girl in the series.
Not surprised, because Jean is essentially the self-insert character. When he's introduced in Volume 1, he don't know the lick about this world. He is a dumbass. He don't know the lick about the power system of Ruby. He don't know about dust or aura or semblance, so he's kind of like the self-insert.
I'm positive there's ships out there that have John and Salem, and so many people just hate that. So yeah, John is in so many ships, and so many people despise it. So many.
Yeah, well, that's I don't really care about that, because that's what fandoms are gonna do. Fandoms are gonna ship. There's always gonna be those part of the fandoms that are gonna ship characters. This is a dumb reason. This is a dumb argument.
People hate it, and yeah, it's understandable.
Obviously, it's a dumb argument. It's a really pointless one because I don't care.
But instead of these fanfic writers projecting themselves onto John, let's talk about a series creator. So many people believe that John is a self-insert. I mean,
He is. Come on, especially in the early volumes, you cannot say he is not a self-insert. He is. He don't know jack shit about the world that he lived in. He was born and raised in. He ain't know about aura. He ain't know about semblance. He don't know shit. Man has trouble opening his own weapons and shit, bro. This man is essentially a self-insert.
look
Especially
at
the
him,
early
he talks to
volumes.
females, he's kind of a loserish, he plays guitar, he wants to fight. The voice actor is a writer for the show. Oh my god, when he talks to these girls, these MILFs follow him. A bunch of other girls find attraction to him. John has to be a self-insert. I mean, the writer has it there, he acts just like John. It's clearly a
Listen, you cannot say that a part of Jean, because I know Miles Luna is the one that voice acts Jean. You cannot argue that a piece of Jean is based off of Miles Luna. You cannot say that, bro. You cannot refute that, because it's like this guy does no jack shit. This is essentially a self-insert, because an average person will at least know what aura is. Even if they can't manipulate their own aura, they at least know what it is, or at least heard of it. Especially if you know about combat school. And again, John's from a family of warriors, so clearly he should know, and he does not know, which makes no sense. So the only way that he wouldn't know, if it was like some isekai shit. If it was an isekai shit, that would have made sense. Why he wouldn't know about aura and shit. But he does. But he's not. This is not isekai, so the fact that he does not know at all, so like having a long line of warriors, makes absolutely no sense.
self-insert. Now, I'll cut in here and say that John isn't a self-insert. I think that a lot of people have parallels to their characters because that's how Monty intended characters to be written. Ruby has parallels to Lindsay, Weiss has parallels to Kara, Blake has parallels to Aaron, and Yank has parallels to Barbara. Monty has stated on numerous occasions that he makes and has made characters to feel like they're actors in some sort of way. Whether it's by design or personality, he tries to at least incorporate some aspect of
Yeah, but wouldn't you say that's a self-insert though? Because that's how, because you're putting the personalities into these characters, even if it may not be all of it. It's a good chunk of it. So wouldn't that still count as a self-insert? It doesn't have to be a whole complete one-to-one character, one with the matching appearance and everything. But if a large chunk of personality comes from the actors, then you cannot deny that there's a bit of self-insert there.
the actors in the character. John acts like his actor because that's how it was intended to be. However, John isn't a self-insert. Just because a character acts similar to the actor doesn't mean they are a self-insert.
That's kind of what it is. That is kind of what it is. If your personality is damn near, it's very close to the character, and it was intended for that, then it kind of people can really that means people can really argue that yeah he is. You should have had like some you should have said some differences between Miles Luna and Jean to disprove that Jean is a self insert. Because all you're just saying is, hey, Jean is not the only one that has the voice actor's personality influence the character. But okay, does that mean that all the other characters are probably self inserts? You're not really refuting the argument. You're just saying, well, other people have this as well. Other voice actors
However,
have
a
this as
lot of
well.
people just undermine this and don't think much of it. A lot of people want to follow their hearts and emotions and simply think that, yeah, John is a self insert and nothing you say can change my mind. And lastly, and the most ridiculous I hear, is that he's a male character in a show that's full of females.
Okay, that's a dumb argument. I don't know who's arguing this, bro. I don't know where you're getting these arguments from, but whoever you getting these arguments from are actually retarded. That is a dumb argument. Oh, he's a male in a female show. Wow. That's stupid as shit. Okay, let's see this shit. I don't want to hear that argument, but that's a dumbass argument. Such a stupid argument.
Hello
Next.
guys, my name is Solarts and welcome back to another video. So I want to start this off very simple and just talk about, is Ruby hate justified? I see a lot of
What do you mean by Ruby hates? What do you mean by that? Is it people calling Ruby trash for legitimate reasons or blindly hating it? Because if it's the former, then yeah, it's justified. If it's the latter, then possibly because Ruby fandoms were crazy, especially the subreddits. They went nuts on each other, bro. The Ruby critics in the Ruby subreddit, they went crazy on each other. Yeah, so many Ruby people be toxic. So I mean, it's partially that's my answer.
claims, whether it be on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, or just any social media place, even Reddit. So the point of the video is to discuss, is Ruby hate justified? I'll be looking through a bunch of claims that people make and just boiling it all down to give you the point, or my personal opinion. Is it justified? With that out of the way, I'd like to talk to you about the first claim I see. Team Ruby isn't the same, aka a lot of them lost their personality. I hear so many people say this and often.
Yes, that's true. Um, Ruby was a big weapons nerd. That aspect of the character was gone. Uh, freaking. How do I say this? Yeah, Weiss was a racist piece of shit. That aspect of the character was gone by Volume 3 and never showed up ever again. And that's two examples I'm giving you. It's small pieces of characterization. It's slowly just gone from them.
Often complain about it, and my stance on the matter is it's a mix of both. So to feel like a character has lost their personality, you have to know said character's personality. So the one question you should ask yourself is, one, do you know their personality? And two,
Yes.
is it natural change? Is it just bad writing? Did they just randomly change out of nowhere? Does it not fit them? You have to question these things. Let's use Yang as our example. When people have watched Ruby, at least from Volume 1 through 3, a lot of them assumed and felt like Yang's character and her personality was somebody that was a bit wild, but very playful, very teasing, very flirtatious, and also just someone who's very cool to be around. She gives off great sibling vibes for someone who is a big sister. She may not always be there for Ruby, but she always has Ruby's best intention and she always tries for her. We see this not through just her dialogue.
Oh, I'm not too sure because there are moments where she puts Blake above fucking Ruby, especially when they remember when Ruby and Blake had that argument. Not Blake. Ruby and Yang had an argument with each other. Jean was like, "Yo, you and Ruby will mend each other's relationship, right? You guys are sisters." And she's like, "Yeah, Ruby," because at that point she wasn't talking about Ruby, she was talking about Blake. So there are moments within Yang's character where she prioritizes Blake over Ruby, which is a fucking problem.
but through her actions as well. People also enjoyed Yang because she just felt down to earth, and not to mention her fighting was amazing. Also, just how she fought. She was also someone that prioritized family a lot and also just seemed very clubby. That really ain't a word, but you understand what I meant. She partied a lot, she had fun, she enjoyed life. And a lot of people feel like
I mean, did she party? Like, did she really party? Cause she went to a dance with Blake. Then obviously there was a dance in the early volumes. But besides that, she didn't really go party. It was not like Ruby like, yeah, Yang usually comes back home like in the middle of the night or some shit. Like it's never established that that happens. So just like, does she really party? I mean, maybe.
that's just been lost. She just doesn't feel like that anymore. And obviously things change. Yes, she goes through PTSD. However, a lot of these things felt like core traits that also just went away. And also, yes, you can have PTSD and be depressed and just go through so much. That doesn't mean your entire personality has to be erased. Obviously, certain things can change, but those things weren't poisoning Yang's character.
But can't you say that also Ruby went from PTSD because she literally saw Pira disintegrate in front of her? Or wouldn't you say Ruby got PTSD because she literally saw Torture get eaten by a fucking Grim? I would say that Ruby has some PTSD too. I would argue that.
Characters, so some of these things just feel weird to leave out or weird to not have. A lot of people also feel this way with Ruby. I mean, she was playful, energetic, witty, kinda dorky. And don't get me wrong, she is still some of those things, but it's also not to the greatest degree that we used to have. Now, however,
Or just gone completely like her being a weapons nerd. That literally after volume 4, that literally not after volume 4, after volume 3, that aspect of her character is gone. You will never see it ever again.
I will say that I don't think she really should be super dorky and energetic all the time. My main reason for this is because the tone has shifted. I mean, volume 1 through 3 was a lot more playful. I mean, besides the Pyrrha stuff in the Fall of Beacon. Volume 1 through 3 had a lot of energy. It was way more lighthearted.
Yeah, but we still had goofy moments in those other volumes though. Like jokes and shit, like Maria and all that shit. So again, sure, yeah, the tone changed, but that doesn't mean the character has to. That aspect of the character has to be just gone. And that's the problem. It was gone.
You cannot say the same things for these most recent volumes, so I don't expect Ruby to act the same, but I do at least expect her to act pretty witty and or just how she used to be, at least to a certain degree. Not always, but just a bit, and it feels like she just doesn't do this at all. So, me personally, do I believe Team Ruby lost their personality?
You probably gonna say no, judging by your channel, your profile pic, and how you're saying in your description that your waifu is Neo. I'm probably gonna say no.
I mean, a little bit. I think it
Okay.
depends on certain
Okay. He actually fucking admitted it.
characters and obviously who you
Oh, which characters? Now you're saying that. Oh, it depends on which character. Which character you talking? Which characters then?
ask. For me, I think Ruby is pretty fine. She's not like the greatest. I do wish that, she had a little bit more improvement, but it's fine.
Like what? What improvement are you talking about? You're doing all these vagaries, my nigga. what improvement? You said, oh, it turns on certain characters. Okay, what characters? You should give an example, buddy.
It's fine. Weiss is honestly like the best Team Ruby member. Like she's written the best. She's had like probably the most and best growth that's been consistent and has made sense.
She only had growth in the early volumes. She had a bit of growth in the Atlas. Because literally, okay, so Veil Arc, the Veil Arc, the Veil Saga. So Veil Saga, she got a little bit. Mistral, she got a tiny bit. It was mostly the Atlas with her father. That was the most. That was the most she got, or the most well written one. The more well written one. I wouldn't say the one in Veil was well written. That was pretty ass because again, that her racism, her prejudice aspect just gone completely, never to be seen or shown again after Volume 3. So,
Blake just feels I will always say this when I
oh,
first
Blake is so she really is I would say she is the least developed character in the group. Or actually, yeah, she Blake is probably the least developed character in the group, probably under Ruby or barely under Ruby.
first started Ruby, I didn't like Blake, and I've watched Ruby like 20 times at this point. I just
Jeez.
never enjoyed her as a character. But
My issue with Blake is always with the Adam shit. The Adam shit, the Ilya shit, it's just the loving, the all the love interest shit. It just pisses me off. Cause guess what? Adam actually was actually like to, and then Ilya was like my issue with Adam. Oh my god, I'm gonna talk about Adam, bro. And it's funny how he has the scar of the Sheen Dust Company on his face. So funny how Yang and Blake never mentioned it twice. I guess who cares, right? It's so dumb how the White Fang is immediately just irrelevant after Adam's death. It's not like, okay, no one's gonna take up the mantle after Adam's death. Okay, just gone. All right, cool. Guess who cares about the White Fang? Just drop that shit completely. Racism solved.
But even if I don't enjoy her as a character, I can still understand where her story is going and how her personality should be, and it just doesn't feel like Blake's personality is all of that. And Yang was a character that I loved and felt very strongly for, and it felt like she just kind of fell off with what she
She fell off as soon as it started to fall off when she started to have feelings for Blake, because then she started prioritizing Blake over Ruby, which is a very big issue. Very big issue.
does and how she acts and who she is as a person. And sadly, we're not done talking about Yang because we have to talk about her arm. Now, why are we talking about Yang's arm? Well, it's because there is a big claim about Yang and her arm, saying that
What?
people who don't like Yang after her arm is cut off and she gains a robot arm, they're ableist. And I would like to sit here and say that that
Jeez.
statement is very, very, very stupid. It's just wrong and it's just blatantly ignorant. I see so many people say this without any proof of said person being ableist.
Many people are complaining that she's a robot armor. She lost her. Most people complain about her personality post Volume 3. However, many fans try to spin the narrative. There's also, since also that's when she lost her arm, so it must make a statement. If you don't like Yang post 3, must be ableist or homophobic, given the fact that she lost her arm or that she flirted with against a relationship with Blake. Just because those things happen coincidentally doesn't mean it clearly warranted. That's the mean black man. Okay. Yeah, okay.
So if the person is not ableist, why are they talking about Yang after her arm is removed? Well, they talk about Yang after her arm is removed because that's when her biggest personality shift happens. We see Yang for this period of volume 4 and 5 to have PTSD, to be scared, to be nervous, to have fear. She's not the fun, loving, happy person we just seen. She's not partying like that. She's not flirting like that.
Again, you can't talk about partying, bro. She barely parties. We don't get to see that aspect of her character. Can't talk about parties. We barely see that, bro.
She's not teasing like that. She's just aggressive. She's angry. She's pissed off. And that's how a lot of people view her. She just has a lot of sass and a lot of just sarcasm. But is that really a bad thing? I mean, this is a girl that just went through so much PTSD and so much trauma. So isn't it right for her to feel this way to a certain degree?
To a certain degree, until she starts crashing on Ren for him being logical. Hey, he being logical and shit. She just crashed on him for no fucking reason.
Yeah, it is. However, there's some things that I failed to mention, like Yang being a sister, or like Yang's entire story revolving around her mother. I've mentioned this in previous videos, so watch them if you can. But Yang doesn't have the same feeling, love, care, passion, and or drive that she did for Ruby previously. It's just not there. Even after she killed Adam and she recovered, she just doesn't have that same feel. She just doesn't have that same...
Because again, she started to prioritize Blake over Ruby, which is a fucking problem. Because you're gonna prioritize a girl who you knew for a couple of years over your sister who you knew your whole fucking life. That's a problem.
Passion. Furthermore, Yang's story revolves around her mother. finding her and trying to understand her. That was literally her exact words. So when she goes out for this search for Raven, she manages to find her really easily, which is surprising.
Yeah, which is a problem. Which is a very problem. It's like, oh yeah, she on the road. Oh yeah, and then she finds Shady Man, and which leads her to Raven. Yep. Okay. Cool.
Coming from
It just did like little to no build up there, and then it just paid all that shit.
someone who spent 18 years trying to search for their mother. And when she finally does find her mother, it's not to really understand her. It's take me to Ruby, I don't care about you, fuck you. And someone may mention, well, she's clearly doing something for her sister. She's trying to find her sister. And you
Yeah, but you also have to realize that again, this is the mom that abandoned the family. Literally abandoned. And don't forget, Raven is involved with Summer's death to some extent. Whether that means that she witnessed Summer's death or she teleported to the location, which led to where someone wanted to go, which led to her death. Somehow, some way, Raven is linked to Summer's death, for sure.
You could say that, but you also got to realize the payoff and what they talked about, what they discussed, and what was really found and what was really valuable. AKA, not much. Even after the team gets back together, the story focuses more on Blake and Yang because they have to patch up their relationship. So for a lot of Volume 6, it's Blake and Yang healing together. After Volume 6, Volume 7 comes around and Blake and Yang are flirting. Yang is not thinking about Ruby at all and actually
Yep, and that's a problem, and that's a big problem. I get her wanting to be with Blake, yeah, for sure. But when we sort of prioritize Blake over Ruby, it is starting to be a problem, and it's starting to really break Yang's character.
sidelining her on many things. And for Volume 7 and 8, the two are just out here bickering, getting into arguments, not agreeing with each other, questioning their leadership, making terrible
I don't mind the questioning the leadership shit, but again, it's when Jean was saying, you and Ruby will mend, we'll get back, we'll fix your relationship. You guys always do, right? You guys are sisters, and she's like, yeah, Ruby, because she wasn't talking about Ruby at that time. She was talking about Blake, which again, it's a fucking problem.
reads and decisions as a sibling and as a person. The bonding time that these characters have is very brief, so it can't be she's doing it for her sister. As I discussed in my Yang is a terrible
And again, that's a problem because again, she barely hung out with Blake. Okay, throughout from here from volume 1 to volume 8, she barely hung out with Blake. Okay, so you're gonna prioritize a girl who you knew for like what? Cause for what? Like half a year, 8 months at most to a sister that you knew your entire life. It's just like, yeah, it's just really like you really need to get your priorities straight, Yang. You really do.
sister video. A lot of the Ruby moments are overshadowed because Blake is the main subject. Ruby is getting some attention, but Blake is getting all of the attention. If this was a fight, Ruby would be the jab, Blake would be the fucking overhand right that knocks the person out. Ruby has constantly been the setup
Yeah,
for
or when Yang was falling down into the ever after, the last shot cuts to fucking Blake. I'm just like, why not have the last cut to Ruby, since that's the fucking sister? Or have Weiss make like have Ruby try to use a pedal thing or whatever. Because apparently she can fucking fly, so why the fuck not?
Blake, not Blake being the setup for Ruby or just Ruby being there for the punch or metaphorical punch. Yang feels like a bad sister. Anyways, I think I've drove this point in enough. Let's go to the next one. The fight scenes got worse, and this kind of mentions Yang, so it's also a little bit of mix of the other point. But regardless, the fight scenes got worse. This is a claim that many people say. Volume 1 through 3 had the best fights, and anything post Volume 3 is just terrible or bad. A lot of people often try to refute this claim by saying, well, you're wrong and you're just a glazer.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say the fight scenes got worse, but they definitely like cut corners. They definitely cut corners. For example, when they summon a weapon, like when Ruby summons a weapon, you get to see like in back pre volume 4 or pre volume or during the early volumes, volume 1 through 3. When Ruby summons a weapon, you get to see like how it forms from the gun, or from its like neutral state to like the cipher shit. We get to see like its transformations and shit like that. But now in recent volumes, all it is like a little like a little twirl, and it's like the gun, or little twirl back to the fucking scythe. It's like it's cutting corners. That's kind of the problem. It's really cutting corners, and that's lazy.
Things after
Because
volume
you're not really showing the transformation of the weapon. You're showing okay, gun, scythe, yeah, and then scythe gun. It's just like it's just cutting corners. You're not really showing the transformations of the weapons anymore. And again, um, it's not necessarily involves the fight scenes, but like the Aesop colors, like the Aesop weapons, literally they're boring ass weapons because they're all dull and gray. I'm like, geez, have some color to them, man. Some blues, have some reds and some whites and blues. Like, damn, man, it's just gray and blue. How creative is that?
Volume 3 are very great, and there's some great fights there, some of my personal favorites. And I'm here to say this. I love Volume 1 through 3 fights. I also like a lot of fights that are after Volume 3. I think they're good. Ruby does have a great list of fights. However, both people can be right. Did the fight scenes get worse? Technically speaking, from a choreography standpoint and from a personality and character standpoint, fights have gotten dull. Ruby isn't as fast and or speedy and or unique and technical as she used to be. Yeah, she'll keep her core Ruby moments, aka zipping around with her scythe or doing a cool pose, but she doesn't fight with that speed, that aggression, that uniqueness. She doesn't have really any new originality besides recycled ideas that have been taken from Volume 1 through Volume 3. Weiss is the one that gets a lot of talk, but Weiss fights completely differently, and it's not for the better. Weiss used to be someone that was quick,
Wait, what?
completely differently, and it's not for the
Not to mention, Weiss doesn't have any major victories against anyone notable. The victories she does gets are against Father, and the fights where she goes with the important villains, she usually performs poorly, gets carried by her team. Yeah, it's true. I think it was I think it was volume 5 versing Salem's team, and she got wrecked. She got wrecked. So it's just like big L. And again, like Weiss is supposed to be the strategist kind of, like, you know, the meticulous, the relaxed, the calm. But the thing is that all that strategy, I mean, she's not really a strategist, isn't she?
for the better. Weiss used to be someone that was quick, agile, and also someone very technical. She
Yeah.
fought in the air a lot and could mix up her opponents from many directions. Add her dust with that, and she was a great problem for enemies. She could fight big enemies, small enemies. She also just had a variety of tools and unique ways to incorporate her glyph to make her feel great. However, what does Weiss do now? Well, she usually relies on her summoning, taking an awfully long time to craft a summon just for it to swing around and be dispersed in about 3 or 4 hits. Now, she does have some cool moments where she fights alongside it, but on other moments she just looks terrible in one-on-ones, or just how she usually used to look. Blake is a character that had her shadows assist her in defense and offense, using it to sneak up on people, using it for surprise attacks, using it to gain distance, and she often had a lot of parries, misdirections, and she could often fight in that pocket. However, what does Blake really do in fights? Well, she usually sits in the back pistol into the moves we about. She's completely turned to a support character that constantly relies on Yang or constantly relies on someone else. Now, it's
Like
not like
legit, she could have used and that's the problem. It's it's obviously, yeah, it's a small aspect. You don't notice them at first because obviously they're minor within the plot, or minor within like the overall the overall um like fight scene, but they're gone, right? Like volume 9, when Ruby did all that shit against the fucking cats, it's like, okay, fucking finally, because you barely did that shit anymore. You barely do that shit anymore. Blake using her shadows, she barely uses the shadows anymore. It's again, it's small stuff as you think about it, yeah, but that's big stuff because it's like, hey, you had this ability before. This would have helped you if you had that ability or if you used that ability. Like you would have gotten hit by that little fucking chess piece. You just used your shadow ability because your shadow would have gotten hit instead of you, and you could have countered it by, hey, you jump, shadow gets hit, you kick the fucking shit out of that fucking chess piece, but you didn't do that. It's like, okay, you had these abilities, but you're not using them. So it's either that could be forgot them, or they just want to slowly let you guys forget that, yeah, this is that power way too OP. Let's get
He
it out of
wasn't
here.
like that before. Obviously, she had Adam. Obviously, she had Sun Wukong, or she had another teammate to assist her. However, she looked capable of handling herself if the occasion called for it. However, Blake doesn't look like she's capable and often looks like she's better off running away than handling it herself. And Yang is someone that has kinda kept some of the same fighting style but has lost a lot of the intensity and technique. For instance, when it comes to Yang shooting projectiles, look at how she used to use projectiles back then. Her entire body would go into it. She's swinging at the air, punching it with all her might to send out these flare shots, to have them be projectiles, to just do anything. But now she just raises up her robotic arm or even her regular arm and just fires lazily, almost like she's Iron Man. Now, has Yang gotten smarter as she has fought over the course of Ruby? Yes, she has, and I won't deny that. And as I stated, post Volume 3 has a lot of fights that I love. Neo's
How did she get smarter? How did she fight smarter from volume 1 to now? Because her fighting, her way that she fights, it's pretty much the same. There's not that much to her fighting style that really changed, what really made improved. She pretty much fights the same.
versus Cinder is a fight that I adore. It's one of actually my favorite fights in the series. However, a lot of fight scenes have technically gotten worse. That's not to say that Ruby has no good fight scenes after Volume 3. That would be a lie. Ruby has plenty of good fight scenes after Volume 3, but they don't have the same charm, the same passion, the same choreography, and the same style that we fell in love with previously. So you may sit here and say, well, that just sounds like nostalgia talk, but it's not just nostalgia talk. Fighting shows a character's intentions, personality, their charm, what they want, and even could show their backstory. This is what choreography is about, and a lot of fights just feel like they
And
lack.
not only that, fights show the improvement because if you see them doing all these new techniques and or a stronger version of that technique, it's just like, oh shit, then damn, you really know how to use your abilities now. But for Yang, nothing. Ruby doesn't really combine her pedal thing anymore. It's kind of like it's separate a thing. And then yeah, Blake Weiss is basically just summon. It's summon, 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 a couple glisses and summon. And just like it's not, I don't know, she just comes heavily reliant on the fucking glyphs and dust. Dust I don't, yeah. And that's another problem too. Like the dust is really like the ammo and shit like that. That really comes inconsistent. Cause it's just like, oh, I'm out of ammo. We never see like Ruby grab like some bullets from like her belt and put them in the gun and just like, oh shit, like he has infinite ammo.
That a lot of fights look cool, I will say that. A lot of fights are visually impressive, but that does not mean they carry that same weight that they used to. Obviously, a new engine and a new graphics and new paint will make everything look great, but beneath that paint, beneath that layers, it does not have the same core concept and principles that make a great fight scene. This isn't about style anymore. This is about the basics and bases of a fight scene when it comes down to animation and choreography as a whole. So yes, in a way, fight scenes did get worse, but also in a way, Ruby still does have great fight scenes. But also, here's one more thing I do have to add. A lot of fight scenes, even the small ones back in Volume 1 through 3, still looked great. However, if it's not usually the finale of a fight scene post Volume 3, it looks weird. Another claim that I constantly hear is Ruby has too many females. And to those people,
I don't have an issue with too many females. My issue is what the character is good or not. Emerald all of a sudden becoming a good person, a good guy, and basically nobody has any issue with Emerald on the team. It's just like, wait a minute, hold on. This is the same girl who is one of the reasons why she was one of the help. He's one of the people that got fucking that invaded Vale Academy. You have no, or Haven Academy. So you have no like beef with her. Okay, cool. It's I don't have the issues with too many females. My issue is just that, like, come on, like your characters are a problem.
It's a female-led show. What were you expecting? Like, there's 4 protagonists as females. On top of that, Team Juniper has also 2 females in it. What are you expecting? Now, I will say it is kind of disappointing about the overwhelming majority of females. Like, I'm fine with like female leads and like females having a
I don't
lot of.
care about females or males. I don't care. My issue is that the characters are good or not, and the characters ain't good. That's my problem.
Of the attention, but like, come on, like, mostly like the only males we have to go off of are probably like the villains 9 times out of 10, unless you really want to put your faith and trust into Ozpin and John, or like Oscar. Actually, Crow's also there too, never mind. But like, there's only so many male characters that are like great, and if they are great, they just don't get as much screen time as they used to or just deserve. While when
Oh, facts. Watts was a pretty good character, and he got nothing. He only became relevant like what volume in the Atlas arc, in the Atlas saga. Beside, and he dies in, I guess, like, who cares? He just dies. Yeah, that's it. He just dies during the crash. That's all. And nothing. Then that's it. Whatever. And all of a sudden, in a DC movie, it's Watts. I'm like, Ruby, do you know who the fuck even Watts even is? Do you know who Watts is? You guys. I don't think he ever interacted with you at all. Like, who cares about Watts? He never interacted with Team Ruby whatsoever. So who cares?
comes to females, I mean, you see how the show is. They just have a lot of females. So I do understand the statement that Ruby has too many females, but I
I
don't
don't
think
care.
the issue is that they have too many females. You could have a
It's.
million.
I think the issue is that the female characters, which is essentially the majority of the characters, are not really well written, which is a problem.
Different females. I think it's just give the males some screen time too. Give them some love too. And don't just always have it be John. Have it be a different male. You know what I'm saying? They need some love too. In my opinion, people that argue this are pretty strange in my opinion. And these type of people often, associate and or attract themselves with the 2 characters, aka John and or Oscar, which is also why they get like a lot of fan fictions and stuff like that because, it's easy to make myself a self-insert for a John fic or a Oscar fic, or if
Gee,
not,
I
it's
wonder
just
why. Could it be that Jean had some self insert aspects, particularly back in Volume One, where he did not know a lick of the power system that he in the world that he was born and raised in?
easy to write about them because they're the 2 more popular male characters besides like Crow, who you can really like self-insert-ish kinda and write about and make them just the standard basic protagonist preset. So yeah, it's often why they also get a lot of like harem situations. So yeah, there's that. And those type of people who often say that often are led to that. So I don't know. It's very weird. I personally don't agree with it. I think Ruby has a lot of female characters, but I don't think the issue is the like amount of female
I
characters.
don't care. I don't care if it has too many female characters. My issue is that if are they good, and I don't think they are good. I don't think they are good characters. That's the problem.
I just think it's the attention placed on female characters, especially certain female characters that feel like they just don't matter. Like, there's nothing wrong with having a lot of female characters. There's just some female characters that don't matter as much as like the males, and that's not like being sexist or like whatever like that. It's literally just to say this character matters more than you, not even because of gender. It's just, why are you on the screen taking away screen time that somebody else can have? It doesn't make sense. And lastly, the final claim I hear about this series: if you don't like Ruby, just stop watching it. And to all those people, I hope a piano just gracefully falls down from the sky and you get Looney Tunes. Because why are you saying this? I truly don't understand why people say this. I truly don't. Like, I hope your shoes are untied and just some unfortunate accident happens. Because it doesn't make sense for you to tell somebody, If you don't like the series, just don't watch it. Now, I do understand to a certain degree, and I think there is a big difference here. So I will explain that difference really quickly. If you are someone who is going into RWBY and watching it strictly to hate, you're going and saying, man, I'm not gonna like this. This is gonna be shitty. Man, why am I even watching this? Oh man, I can't wait to see what they do now. I can't wait to see how they mess up. Oh man, I'm just gonna love this. Then yeah, I truly believe you shouldn't watch it, because why are you wasting your time trying to just hate on something? If you're not going to give something a fair chance, there is no reason for you to even be watching it in the first place. You've already counted the series out, so you already have a skewed opinion of it. So even if they do something right, it's going to be hard for you to even admit that and or acknowledge it. 9 times out of 10, you're going to brush it away or use it as a backhanded compliment. Yeah, they did good, I guess, but what about the other 10 million things they have to write about? It's going to be hard for you to even sustain a conversation about the show without it just turning to hate. So yes, if you're watching RWBY with those intentions in mind, I personally believe that yeah, you should stop watching. There is no reason for you to watch the show, because in my personal opinion, you shouldn't indulge in the things you hate on. There just is no reason to. Like, if you have this much hatred in your heart, please go file out a job application. Indeed is right there. You know, we need more fry workers. We need more patty flippers. We need people on that grill. I like my Wendy's. I like my Little Caesars. I like my fast food. Please go get in that kitchen and make my shit right. Now, however, what about the other side of this coin? Well, if you are on the other side of this coin and you are the person that's like, well, I like RWBY. I like watching it. I enjoy it. It's one of my favorite series, or it was one of my favorite series, and I just want to see how the series ends, or I really just want to have hope for it, and I'm just watching it because I may not enjoy it or I may not love it like I used to, but I really just want to see things get better, and I have hope. Each time a new volume comes out, man, it just disappoints me or it hurts me, or man, there's just so many missed opportunities here and things of that nature. If you're one of those people, there is literally nothing wrong with you, in my personal opinion. I mean, you have hope for the series. You want the series to do good. You're coming in with an open mind and great intentions. However, you're just feeling disappointed because the series and the direction is just terrible, or the execution isn't as good as you would want it to be. And that's perfectly fine. I think when we all watch a series, we have expectations for those series. And having expectations for a series is fine as well, as long as your expectations are not so rigid to where it has to be my way or the highway. If your expectations are not like that and you're just watching the series saying, hey man, I hope they write this a little better, and then they write about it, but they just don't write it really good, and you can just sit there and admit, okay, they did good, they just didn't do as good as I thought they did, that's fine. But it really depends on that person. However, I mentioned this claim in particular because so many people say it to just any sort of criticism. If you look on Twitter or you look on TikTok and you look at the people that have a RWBY profile picture, make it their entire personality, or just talk about it 24/7, and I know that's crazy coming from somebody who makes a lot of RWBY content. I make a lot of RWBY content. I do not talk about RWBY every day in my own personal life. I like RWBY and I will discuss it with people, but it is not the topic I talk about 24/7. However, when you do have people like that who are very obsessed with the show, who are very passionate and kind of weird, a lot of them just throw this claim out for any sort of negativity and or criticism. Whether the criticism is actually valid or not, they'll sit there and say, yeah man, RWBY has its problems, but your opinion, oh my god, I just can't agree with it. And yeah, those people are just weirdos too. Like, in my personal opinion, RWBY fandom has a lot of weird people and they can't handle criticism at all. Unless they're the person giving the criticism and they're popular, they 9 times out of 10 don't give out great criticism. The only criticism I've seen people unanimously agree on is that RWBY handled the White Fang racism unwell. And that's because 9 times out of 10, first they did, and 2, because a lot of the people in the RWBY fandom are not of color. So it's very easy for them to say that because, you know, they don't want to get in trouble and they don't really want to have a strong opinion about it, because if they do, they could look bad. I'm not saying that they do or don't, because in my personal opinion, things like that don't matter, but it's how people act. But yeah, I mean, Ruby gets a lot of hate. Ruby gets a lot of hate. Ruby also gets a lot of praise, some of it justified, some of it not really. And there's a lot of claims, and there's a lot of people that defend it. There's a lot of people that truly hate its guts. And in my personal opinion, as long as you're not too far leaning on one side and you relatively have some balance, does that make sense? Is that wording good? I don't know. But as long as you have some balance, I think you are a great Ruby fan, and actually, you belong here, in my personal opinion. If you're not somebody who's just glazing the series, oh my god, it's perfect, oh, I'll love everything they do for the series, ah, blah, blah, blah. If you're not somebody like that, then I think, in my personal opinion, you're great, and you should be here. And if you're somebody who's like, man, fuck this series, I hate this series, man, oh my god, I can't believe this series is still going, just reboot it already, just throw away the whole series, oh my god. If you're one of those people, we don't need you here, bro. Please, honestly, bro, go take that taxi, go to the fucking mountains with Wimbenyama, go do some training, find some inner peace, go do something. Go try to, conquer over the Satsui no Hado. Do something with your life. Please do something of productivity. Regardless, Ruby has a lot, and I mean a lot, of hate. Is it justified? To a certain degree? Yeah. Ruby isn't perfect, and it will never be perfect. They have a lot of things to fix and or change for this series to be like 8 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10 when everybody and everything is said and done. Like, by the end of this series, it's going to be hard to get that 8 out of 10. It's going to be hard to even get a 8.5, 8.7, 9 out of 10. It's going to be extremely difficult. Ruby, I feel like at this point, by the end of the series, if it's not just a bunch of dick riders and glazers and a bunch of people are just rating it, it's going to be one of those series that's good to watch, good to enjoy, but it ain't really the greatest written. And that's a bad thing. So, like I said, is Ruby hate justified? Yeah, to a certain degree. But also, is it not? Because some people take it too far? Of course. Too many people take it too far. And as I said, two sides to that coin. Just try to have some balance. It's why I make videos praising it, and I don't just make videos hating it. Even in this video where I'm critiquing it, I'm still showing some love. So, I try to have a decent balance of that with my content, because it's also what I try to promote. Balance. With that being said, I'm done rambling. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video, and peace, peace.
Okay. That's it?
Unfortunate accident.
Oh shit. Fuck.
And
Jeez, did I skip shit? Just stop watching. I don't like it. I hate that argument. I hate if you don't want to watch it, don't if you don't want to watch it, don't fucking if you don't like it, don't watch it. I hate that argument. Cause you can like bad things. For example, I still like Ruby. I still like Ruby, but again, it's just the call when you really think about it as critically as possible, it's just not a good series. Okay, so what was that again? Wait, that little, oh yeah, I remember that shit for God of War, the little fucking, that little freaking Sons of Sport. I don't know, that shit's trash, bro. That little fucking, that little platformer to side school, that shit's trash, bro. Who do I have? Who do I also had in my Oh yeah, Brown Table. I don't think I want to watch that one. Um, let's see. What is my friend Roaming Trend doing? 'Cause I haven't heard about him in a while. Roaming Trend. Okay, it seems like he hasn't done anything major, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Um. Okay. Let's see here. Samurai Jack's biggest mistake. Oh yeah, the little, him and Ashi. Oh my goodness. Demon Little Boy. Yeah, Demon Little Juan. Besides, that, even though he came back from it, he had a fucking injury. Let's see here. Trying to see something. Raccoons almost got away with it. How did Sly Cooper get away with it?
With 4 video calls to her son during the game and 3 highlight reels shared on her Mamacita's group chat. Our first
A new study shows raccoons are evolving and trying their hardest to become our pets. Let me explain.
Now, how about I explain? Raccoons wear masks because they might have pulled the feline finesse on humanity. It's what you've probably heard from the news, with researchers saying that an overachieving trash panda might be the next animal to domesticate itself.
No.
So much that they're already getting cuter in the process. Domestication doesn't just make animals more tolerant of people, it physically changes them too. With changes like
diaper?
floppy ears, curly tails, smaller teeth, brains, and shorter snout, and one change has folks excited for the future of raccoons. And it's all because of this study. By combing through 19,000 raccoon portraits posted to iNaturalist, the study concluded that the urban raccoon snout size was shorter than their country cousins by 3.6%, possibly because shorter snouts with stronger bites are better at chewing through our trash, and that trash might be how this all started. What people forget is domestication isn't just brute force by humanity. The animal has to make the first move, and with dogs, that move was early wolves scavenging off human leftovers, a habit that favored less fearful, less aggressive wolves. Without their love affair of our food, we wouldn't have dogs, and arguably no animal loves our trash more than a recycle ninja. The Shiesty cat is a survivalist on steroids, who easily adjusted to life in the city, pivoting from foraging from 9 to 5 to dumpster dive, and leaving trees for chimneys. Raccoons have hands, free will, and the intellect to use both, which can lead to a sugar bandit hitting a lick on a donut shop and slipping away to do it again. That is, when they don't use the direct approach of just asking for it. Mind you, Stealth Eyes have great memory. She just made a regular for life. They'll take free rides from anywhere, literally. There's more than one case of ringtail commuters taking trains, like when a raccoon hopped on a Toronto GO train headed halfway down Ontario, or when another tried hopping on a subway in Spadina Station. Raccoons aren't just built for the city, they're forged by it, and all our efforts to slow them down might have just made them smarter. Toronto spent $31 million on raccoon-proof green garbage bins in 2016, designed specifically to keep the veiled vermin from your trash. The raccoons spent a couple days in false defeat, until a few were caught making the bins, the 30 mil, and the city of Toronto look like a joke. Cause nothing is truly raccoon proof, and many believe that the harder people push to prove otherwise, the more they've accidentally buffed the brain of a bin burglar. In fact, many people have dubbed this excessively street smart variant as the Uber raccoon. So it would seem that like death, taxes, and The Simpsons getting another season, raccoons are inevitable. But before you start fantasizing about naming a litter merchant Rocket, you should probably know, what exactly is a raccoon? Let's take this ride one more time. With Order Carnivora, there's a Team Cat and a Team Dog. Team Cat Feliform has, well, cats, wildcats, hyenas, the Mongoose Mafia, and a bunch of mammal castrol nature made out of spare parts like the Binturong and the Fusa. Team Dog Caniformia has the canines, along with bears, pinnipeds, mustelid crash outs like the honey badger, skunks, and of course, the raccoon. More specifically, the raccoon family is Procyon,id, and that family reunion has members that you may not have heard of before, like the ringtail, actual name, the Kakamisle. Every time I see it, it feels like the first time. The Kinkajou, aka the honey bear, but by far my favorite raccoon cousin is not a moonwalking dinosaur. That's just what happens when you put coatis in reverse. If you've been to Mexico, you've definitely seen at least one coatimundi, if not coatimani. And as someone who's been to Mexico, I can assure you that they'll steal your heart along with anything else left unsupervised. It's a habitual hog-nosed thief. And suddenly I'm okay with that. So obviously when it comes to raccoons, it's just genetic. They can't help themselves. Raccoons were the only ones that were able to leave the trenches and make money moves in the city, but how? How did raccoons finesse the infrastructure so well that
Freaking
you
Sly.
honestly forget they're not supposed to be
It's
there?
fucking. It's just so funny. Every time I see a raccoon, I'm just like Sly Cooper. Because I'm basically in like I'm kind of in like in a retro gaming phase right now, where I'm playing like all the past Slies. So I finished up 2 like a couple of days ago. Now I just downloaded 3. So every time I've seen this raccoon do these agility show, I'm just like Sly Cooper back at it.
You know raccoons are smart. The question is how smart? Yes, a literal Robin Hood isn't just street smart. They sit at a table with some of the brainiest animals in the world. In 1907, 2 psychologists tried to power scale the intelligence of the raccoon, and to do it, they used Edward Thorndike's puzzle box. In this method, the subject would have to engineer an escape by opening a series of latches to see not only how fast they could accidentally find the answer, but how quickly they could purposely do it again. They both did the same experiment separately, and both came to the conclusion that not only did a bushy-tailed urbanite clear cats and dogs, the raccoon's performance put them right under monkeys. Raccoons are also one of the few animals that passed Aesop's test. In another experiment, 2 out of 8 raccoons were able to figure out that they could reach a marshmallow in a tube with water by dropping stones to raise the level high enough. A third one said, and just sat on the tube and rocked back and forth until it tipped over and the water and marshmallow spilled out, something a team of PhD students did not see coming. It was never a secret raccoons are cognitively capable. Once upon a time in the 20th century, there was a push to use raccoons as lab animals for neuroscientists and psychologists, but that idea lost steam due to the procedural issues of raccoons breaking out of cages and escaping through vents. Basically, it got to the point where you couldn't tell who was studying who. A deliberate disciplinary choice in the history of bullshit. They got embarrassed by a dumpster puppy and refused to run it back. Honestly, raccoon intelligence comes down to 2 things. One is memory. Raccoons can remember solutions to problems they solved years ago and will just build on that knowledge. A different experiment involved 22 rats, 2 dogs, 4 raccoons, and 5 human children, and this time they'd face 3 light bulbs, one of which would briefly turn on, and the subject would have to identify which one after a delay. At first, the raccoons didn't do too hot. They could pick the right light bulb after a 25-second delay, but the dogs could handle 5 minutes. But what was quickly realized was both the dogs and the rats could only remember which bulb if and only if they were facing the bulbs the entire time. As soon as they moved around and lost visual, they lost the challenge. But raccoons could pick the right light even after spending the delay moving around and being distracted. The only other subjects that could do this were the children. Memory is important, but the second pillar of Procyon,id prowess is curiosity. It might have killed the cat, but La Poubelle Panda has been living off that. In my opinion, other than crows, raccoons are the perfect city animal, and curiosity is one reason why. They're neophiles, meaning their first response to something they've never seen before is to figure it out. That's how they turn what Toronto media flex as the marvel of ergonomic design into a 7-figure waste of everyone's time. It's almost impossible to make something raccoon-proof, since there's an unsettling overlap between the smartest raccoon and the dumbest human. It doesn't help that a rubbish warrior has hands. Fun fact, the animal called wash bear doesn't wash food, they actually wet their paws to enhance the nerves on their fingers, meaning raccoons can see what they're eating with their hands. Speaking of food, it helps that raccoons are omnivores that'll mooch off you, your dog, your cat. They'll food tax your entire family and hit the goofiest animation after. They'll try anything once, even if it means waking up face down in a liquor store. But what raccoons really eat off of is pretty privilege.
That's
Despite
fucking
being
jokes, bro. It's like, what the fuck? All he bottles here. He's going to the bathroom, see this raccoon passed out drunk. Fucking
Less
jokes,
of a
though.
disease risk, opossums don't get a fraction of the PR, and people who hate on coyotes but give raccoons a pass must not have the experience of waking up to a dismembered, disemboweled cat. In fact, intelligence in a face mask often makes you forget they're a predator tough enough to maul your family pet. And in the city, very few things can return the favor, as urban raccoons have almost no predators, except for maybe an otter. Not like I think otters actually eat them, but to be fair, this does look very predatory. Other than Lila showing Rocket where everybody floats, raccoons are in that sweet spot where many of the things that would
Like a
normally
horror
eat them are
movie.
too big to really follow them into the city. Or at least if they do, they get all the smoke from humanity. Basically with raccoons, they're bigger than the cute animals, cuter than the big animals. But the last piece is their psychology. Experiments show that the quieter, more docile raccoons were craftier and much better at solving puzzles than the aggressives. Ironically, bolder raccoons were less likely to take the time to see how a device works, meaning not only are calm raccoons superior students and problem solvers, but calmness is the trait that animals need to survive constantly being around humans. It's also the first step to domestication. Which brings us back to the question, are raccoons actually being domesticated?
Let's hope not.
It's complicated. Remember that it was wolves valuing our leftovers so much that it created selective pressure that favored less fearful, more people-tolerant wolves. And after several generations of these docile wolves breeding, you eventually got the breeding blocks that would lead to Shih Tzus, Pekingese, and someone's arthritic, crusty-eyed, semi-bigoted Q-tip. You know, there was a period where every single girl I talked to had one of these, and they did not like me. But a lot of people say that the mass marauder is at the starting line of the same process, and that the snout study
This
only
really
proves it.
stresses
There's
me
one
out,
problem
yeah.
though. That study is very sus. For a number of reasons. They used images that were uploaded by random people to iNaturalist, meaning I could have snapped a raccoon and thrown a pic up there and it might have ended up in the study. And then to avoid, I guess, duplicates, they limited the image contribution to one picture per person, which cut the picture pool from over 100,000 to just under 20,000. But they also had no way of knowing multiple people didn't just clock the same raccoon. And then, out of the 19,495 pictures, they cut it down to 249, 38 rural raccoons, and 211 urban. I'm guessing they filtered out for the best quality images to measure, but I feel like you can't mess with the numbers that much without severely kneecapping your study. Especially since they say they pulled pictures from 2000 to 2024, but only used the last 4 years due to a low number of rural data points. Basically, they're saying in 20 years they couldn't find enough country raccoons. I don't think.
I don't know.
Look, I'm not even gonna pretend like I'm the best at reading these studies or making sense of the numbers, so I'm actually gonna link this creator's video. She's an actual raccoon biologist. She's the only US citizen allowed to study the pygmy raccoon, and the creator of DashCon, which was some lore I was not expecting. But honestly, I'm not as worried about the numbers as I am the fact that the same study even admitted that raccoon snouts can be influenced by the climate, with them getting shorter as it gets warmer. And remember, I said domestication syndrome can come with shorter snouts, but also floppy ears, curly tails, etc. So they took one trait that arguably could be caused by the climate, and oh, I also forgot the way they did it. Some of the rural raccoons were actually
God
living in
damn.
urban areas. Again, I'm gonna plug Nessie's video. I feel like she did a
Got a whole
much better job
family
at
there,
dissecting
bro.
this study than me, but the more
Got
I
an
looked at
extended
it, the more
family,
it
too.
looked like an undergrad statistics project than an actual raccoon study. Which it actually might be. Now let's get to the real reason I'm making this video. I know I just pissed off a whole bunch of people by killing their raccoon reveille, but the thing is, I'm not saying raccoons aren't domesticating themselves. I'm also not saying they are. Let me explain. Domestication is a multi-generational, DNA-altering process that ends with an animal that kinda needs us to survive. They can't live in the wild, or at least they're not supposed to. Habituation happens on an individual level, where the animal's still wild, their kids are gonna be wild, but they've adopted changes in behavior to take advantage of being around people. When the early wolves became less afraid of people and more comfortable cleaning our plates, that was habituation. And habituation is what you see with a lot of these raccoons getting bolder around people, but they're not trying to become our pets, they're just trying to eat. Does that make sense? Like, you could argue habituation is the first step of domestication, but it doesn't guarantee domestication. A shot of jungle juice could be the first step to becoming an alcoholic, but one shot does not an alcoholic make. You can drink it without ending up in an AA meeting. And even if raccoons are on the road to domestication, you, me, our kids' kids, and even the spawn after that won't be alive to see it. And by that logic, raccoons wouldn't be the only ones. Plenty of animals have habituated to humans. Foxes in London have done infinitely better in cities than in the country, and some researchers even say that their snouts are also getting smaller, as rooting through trash has selected for shorter snouts with stronger bites to break through packages and bones. And black bears in places like Aspen, Colorado will regularly commute from the woods into the city to scavenge trash at night, and they've
That
also
fucking
gotten
bear?
really bold about it, even breaking into houses and raiding fridges. Elephants in Thailand have habituated to the point of running things like the mafia. You got elephants stopping trucks on the road just to steal their sugarcane. But by far the best, or I guess worst example, is baboons in South Africa being so used to humans meaning an easy meal, now they expect it and will violently run your pockets. But no one's saying baboons, elephants, or especially bears are being domesticated, and black bears are just obese raccoons. I mean, some will claim that for foxes, but even if they are, nobody you know or will know will be alive to see it. And as cities continue to spread, a lot of animals will have to adapt or die. And credit, raccoons adapted the hell out of their circumstances. Raccoons hack the city game and there's nothing you can do to stop them. Toronto is considered the raccoon capital of the world, with up to 100,000 black-eyed bandits free roaming, which would technically make them the largest minority group in Toronto. And if the $30 million dud wasn't proof, these sticky-fingered city slickers are testing humanity in ways few other urbanites could. But at least raccoons make sense in North America. Somehow they've taken their act international to Germany. In 1934, raccoon fur farms were booming, and a local forestry chief released 2 pairs of wash bears to enrich the environment. The result was the raccoon population blew up, and not just them, because years later, a bomb obliterated a farm near Berlin, allowing 30 raccoons to escape, and today, there's an estimated 1 million rogues roaming the country. 1940s Germany yet still did not see that coming. But the most outrageous origin story is how they ended up in Japan. You see, after the 1977 Rascal the Raccoon anime, raccoons became all the rage. So much that Japan was importing over 1,000 a year to satisfy the demand for pets. And thanks to raccoons being some of the worst pets you can have, if they weren't released into the streets by owners, they escaped and invaded the cities anyway. If they could have just taken the time to finish the anime, they probably would have gained the insight that could have avoided all of this. Instead, Japan has been at war with an unknown number of raccoons, who aren't just costing millions of dollars in damage a year, they've done an absolute number on the already endangered Japanese salamander, while also severely outcompeting the very ironic looking raccoon dog. They can't keep getting away with this. But it's not all good for the raccoon. Habituation can be a problem for them too. As funny as a raccoon breaking into a liquor store and getting faded off the moonshine is, there are some unexpected consequences of them eating the same food as us. Like, did you know raccoons can get diabetes? Researchers looked into the rooms in Ontario, and they found that the city variety had a blood glucose level more than double those in the country. Mom, I'm sorry, I know you don't like me cursing, but I cannot stress how badly you f***ed them over by feeding them. A masked up chonk is real cute until you realize they're having the same issues with obesity, diabetes, and other health problems. And remember, Toronto already blew an NBA player's salary trying to stop them. Not to mention the very real issue that raccoons go the way of baboons, where they not only lose all fear and respect for humans, but start getting violent about it too. Because I say it all the time, you could probably finish the phrase for me, but the worst thing an animal can do is what? Lose its fear of humans. Because while the original raccoon might seem far from extinction, there's another raccoon on the brink that you may not have even heard of. Because there's actually 3 species of raccoon. You got the famous common raccoon, but also the crab-eating, or South American, because they don't even eat that much crab, but also the Cozumel, or pygmy raccoon. You remember how I said Nessie's the only US citizen that's authorized to study them? Well, she's seen firsthand what habituation, especially tourism, has done to them. Like, while I was sitting home working on this video, she had to deal with a couple Cozumels that died due to habituation, likely due to the malnutrition of eating tourist trash. It's sad that there's only a couple hundred of these walking travel-sized trench coats left.
Yeah, because when you're doing that, because if you do that, then they slowly become reliant on, hey, where's my food? So the more that you do that, it's kind of like, now it's kind of, it's habituation. It's like now that's could be like a habit now. Or they're gonna go to you, or go to other people for food instead of trying to find their own shit, which is a problem.
Habitat loss, parasites, and disease being some of the main reasons why. Reasons that definitely are not helped by being fed junk by tourists. But probably the biggest problem is that most people don't even know they exist. Like, if you look up Mexican raccoon, Google will probably acknowledge the coati before the Cozumel. And it's getting to the point where if we don't lock in, like, now, the whole Cozumel raccoon community is gonna get canceled. That would really suck, because I literally just found out about them last year. So to make a long story short, raccoons aren't domesticating themselves. And if they are, it's no more than baboons, bears, or foxes. And if they are, it'll be many, many, many generations before anyone sees it. And honestly, I don't think the scientists reporting on it were trying to be misleading, because again, It technically could be domestication, but I feel like news outlets saw domestication and kind of ran with it. And then people saw that news and immediately started thinking they'll have raccoons in pet stores in their lifetime, and that's not the case. And you don't want it to be. I'm not kidding when I say a raccoon as a pet will have you hating the species, your life, and everything about it. Imagine an adorable but incompetent contractor that does awful work and then demands food after. That and they're liable to mangle your cat. Also, it's not good for the raccoons either. I can show you a graveyard full of raccoons that started as pets. And hot take, all exotic pets are bad. Okay, but I feel like opossums as an option are way more chill. Like, who's ever been punked by a possum? And skunks are a low-key sleeper pick, like I'm not kidding, they might get a video next. But yeah, instead of obsessing over bringing raccoons into our house, we should probably try to save them while they're still out. And that's gonna do it for this video. Shout out to Nessie for helping me with this video while fighting the good fight. She's currently in an undisclosed location in Cozumel trying to save the pygmy population. I'm gonna put all her stuff in the description. Also,
Yeah, damn, man. I don't really know much about raccoons. I only know the common raccoon, and that's pretty much it. All the pygmy and all the other ones. The most unfair I've watched. The most unfair predator, fucking crocodiles. So unfair. They're like, this is fucking they're dangerous in the water, dangerous in the fucking land. Like, fuck, man. Ay ay ay. Okay, let me see something. Uh, let's see here. Let's do some would you rather's of queso. Let's do some would you rather's of queso. Let's do some would you rather's of queso. Or general, do some more knowledge of queso. I was watching this before I started the stream.
Used to make honey.
What do bees collect to use to make honey? Pollen.
Honeycomb.
It's pollen.
The answer is nectar.
Oh.
Nectar, chef. Fuck. Nectar, pollen. Fucking kills from the flower. I still get the point.
This is a stupid video.
What does the U in USB stand for?
Universal!
About to say that. Universal.
Oh
It
my
stands
goodness.
for universal.
Oh my goodness, I'm actually him.
Universal serial bus.
Which blood cells help fight
White blood cells.
infection?
White blood cells. Yo, I'm a genius. Oh my goodness. Get off me.
Correct. It's the white blood cells.
How you know I said that?
What is the coldest place on
Antarctica.
Earth?
Antarctica.
Antarctica. Gotta be.
The correct answer is Antarctica.
That's too easy, chat.
Yep.
Come on, man.
What animal appears on the Ferrari logo?
I think it's a lion. Pretty sure it's a lion. Pretty sure it's a lion.
A horse.
You got it.
Oh, it's a horse.
My goodness, I'm
I was
dude.
wrong. I don't know much about.
How long is a cat's pregnancy on average?
I don't fucking know. I never had a female cat before. I don't fucking know. 5 months? I don't fucking know.
3 months.
I don't know, 5?
It's about 9 weeks or 63 to 65 days.
That 9 weeks, that's about like 2 months. Yeah, that's like a little over 2 months.
I was wrong.
What is the only planet that rotates clockwise?
Saturn.
I don't even fucking know. Saturn, whatever. Just say Saturn. Venus.
The answer is Venus.
He said it with so confidence.
Which is faster?
Light.
Sound or light?
Light.
Are you seriously gonna disrespect my intelligence by asking me this question, ma'am? Are you dead serious? Do you think I'm stupid?
It's the light.
There's nothing faster than the speed of light. Are you joking? I don't need these handouts.
But you kind of do, because we're getting them shits wrong. But nigga, come on, cat period, pregnancies and shit. Who cares? Who's track that shit?
Light travels much quicker than sound.
Duh!
What is a group of lions called?
Is it a pack? Or it's pride? Cause I'm thinking of Lion King, the Pride Lands. Cause it's not a herd. It's not definitely. This is definitely not a herd. A pack of lions. That sounds it. A pack sounds it. It has to be a pack.
A pack.
A pack of lions. That sounds noble.
They are
I
called
I called it. It was a Pride Lands. Fuck.
the pride.
Pride Lands. Lion King. Fucking shit.
Where was ice cream first invented?
I don't fucking know. Germany? Who keeps track of this shit? I don't know. Finland? Sweden? Fucking... Yeah, I'll say... You know what? I'll say Sweden. Say Sweden. I don't fucking know.
America.
It was
China.
invented in China.
I don't care.
How many years are
100.
in a century?
100.
Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got, Queso.
The answer is 100
I've gotten
years.
most of these right so far. I'm 13 questions in. I think I've got like 10 right.
No, the fuck you didn't.
How many colors are there in
I don't know how many colors are in the rainbow. So you have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. That's like 6. Yeah, 6.
a rainbow?
6.
8.
6. 6.
There are 7.
7? Okay, fuck indigo, okay? Fuck indigo. Who cares about indigo? Indigo is basically fucking purple. Shut up.
colors.
What if there
Indigo.
was a
My
technology
ass.
where humans could live like animals by pretending to be an animal?
This is like Avatar.
What is the hardest substance in the human body?
What's the hardest substance? It's either keratin or bone. Yeah, I could say bone. Does bone count? Let's put bone. I don't fucking know. Bone?
Bone.
It has to be bone. Bone has to be
The correct answer is tooth enamel.
fucking... Well, teeth or bone, bitch. That fucking counts, asshole. teeth or bone, bitch. Shut up.
What is the main ingredient in chocolate?
Cocoa.
Yeah, cocoa puff. Not cocoa puffs. Cocoa powder. Or cocoa powder. And cocoa, whatever, yeah.
That would be cocoa
That's
beans.
too easy.
Same fucking thing. I said and it's in a powder.
What color is the black box on an airplane?
I don't fucking know. Who keeps track of this shit? I don't care who. General knowledge. It's not general knowledge. 'Cause no niggas know about this shit. But that's pilots and shit. I don't know. Black.
Black? Why are you even asking this?
If it's not black, my rage quit.
They are normally a bright color like orange.
Why I call it black box then? Fuck is a black box, bro? What kind of question is this? Legit, man. Because who absolutely cares about what's colored it is, bro?
What is the capital of India?
Bombay. Mumbai. Is it Mumbai or Bum? I think it's Mumbai. Mumbai. Yeah, Mumbai. 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 Or
The
Delhi.
answer is New Delhi.
I don't fucking know Delhi's.
Which bird can't fly but can swim?
Can chickens. Ostriches can't fly. Flamingos? Yeah, you could put flamingos. Yeah, flamingos. Doves.
Penguin.
No, that's flamingos. Or penguin. That penguin too. That penguin can work.
Dude, I'm a genius.
The answer is
Oh
a
my
Penguin.
goodness,
Okay.
man.
Okay.
I'm a problem.
Which country is credited for inventing paper?
I don't fucking know. Fucking French. The French people.
Great
Happy
Britain.
China.
That would be China.
Of course,
Dog,
China.
What?
Of course, China.
Which famous artist cut off part of his own ear?
Pablo Picasso. No. No, I'm pretty sure it's Van Gogh. I'm pretty sure it's Van Gogh. Vincent Van Gogh.
Mozart.
Vincent Van Gogh. Yep.
That was Vincent van Gogh.
Yep. Vincent Van Gogh.
Dog, I'm about to tweak.
Which planet
Mercury.
is closest to the sun?
Mercury.
I got it. I got Van Gogh, bitch. The history, bitch.
The correct answer is
The
Mercury.
questions that actually require knowledge, I get them right, by the way.
What is the largest country in the world
Russia.
by land area?
Russia.
Asia.
That's right, you got it.
Fucking continent. These niggas are a continent, bro. Oh shit, bro. I fucking love Case. I love Queso. Man, this nigga said a continent, bro. Asia's a continent, dumb. Russia. Mother Russia. Homeland of many. Come on, man.
Got it. Russia. What is the smallest country in the world?
Who cares? Smallest country. I don't fucking know. Kazakhstan or some shit. I don't fucking know. Indonesia. I don't fucking know.
America.
That would be Vatican
What is
City.
that?
Where's the Vatican City?
How many continents are there?
Okay, so you have continents. You have North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, and then Australia, or Oceania, what you want to call it. So you have Oceania, so the Americas, that's 2, right? And then you have Europe 3, Africa 4, Asia 5, Oceania 6. So it's 6. It has to be fucking 6. Fucking swear, if it's not 6, I'm gonna
3.
crash out. 6.
Oh,
7.
dude,
Antarctica.
what the connected?
Who cares about Antarctica? That's a continent?
In which country is Angel Falls located?
Oh. Who could really care? I don't
America.
fucking know. Well, it's country. Country out Angel Falls, Brazil.
This is ridiculous.
It's found in Venezuela.
Okay.
I was close. I was in the South America, bitch.
Okay.
Which actor played Forrest Gump?
Was it Tom Hanks? I haven't watched Forrest Gump in years. I don't know. Tom Hanks?
Dog, what's his name? Oh my goodness,
That's correct. It was Tom Hanks.
Yo.
Okay, I got it right. It was Tom Hanks. Fucking
Get
hell.
off this. This is getting bad. This is getting disrespectful.
How many bones are in a human foot?
I don't know. 15. I don't fucking care. 15.
32.
15.
The
Close.
correct answer is 26.
Close.
What are Canada's two
What can hockey and lacrosse?
national sports?
Hockey and lacrosse.
and ice skating.
Canada has both ice hockey and lacrosse.
Hey, I got
Yes.
one of them.
Yeah, that's 2 answers for me, bitch. Haha.
What is the chemical symbol for potassium?
K.
A P with a line through it.
A K.
The chemical symbol
Fuck
is
yeah! Breaking Bad, bitch.
K. In math, what prime number comes
5.
after 3?
5.
I forgot what a prime number is. I'm gonna go 6.
5.
The next prime number is 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is
Peter Parker.
Spider-Man's real name?
Toby Maguire, I think.
Peter Parker.
The correct answer is Peter Parker.
Who is Toby Maguire?
That's the actor, you dumb. That's the actor. That's the actor, bro. That's the
Oh
actor.
my goodness. This is ridiculous. Yeah, this is actually ridiculous.
You got embarrassed. That's what you got.
What nickname is Venus commonly known by?
Aphrodite.
Vinny? What do you
Aphrodite.
mean?
The answer is the morning star.
What? Whoever called that?
How many zeros are in 1 billion?
9. 9.
10.
It's 9. What?
It has
Yeah.
9 zeros.
Oh, yeah. 9, bit.
Which element is used in thermometers
Mercury.
and is liquid at room temperature?
Oh my goodness.
Mercury.
Oh my goodness. That's odd. That's odd. Oh, I know this.
Mercury,
Oh my goodness.
bitch.
That's odd. That's.
Mercury. Mercury.
Potassium. I forgot, man.
Mercury.
Correct.
Yeah,
it's mercury.
Yeah. I'm getting smarter.
How many oceans are there on Earth?
So you have the Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, the Indian Ocean. Is there more? Because you have the Atlantic, the Pacific, and then the Indian. I think I'm missing one. I'm gonna say 3. There's probably more, but I'm pretty sure I'll say 3. I don't know the other one. The
Earth.
Arctic. Oh no, the Arctic Ocean. I'm pretty sure that's one of them. So it's 4. I'll say 4.
3.
4.
Please.
There are 5 major.
So what if we gotta forget? The Southern Ocean? What? What? The Southern Ocean? Give me a fucking break. Give me
Major
a break.
oceans.
Give me a fucking break.
What was the name of the rabbit in Disney?
I have no fucking I have no
He's
fucking
Bambi.
clue. Bambi.
Bunny.
Yeah, you
Thumper.
got it. It's
Oh,
Thumper.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm not
Thumper.
80 years old.
How many toes does an ostrich have on each foot?
Yeah, I'll say 3.
3.
2.
They have 2 toes.
Oh, that doesn't count as a toe? I guess it ain't
On
count
each
as
foot.
a
I'm pretty sure that's not right, but okay.
toe.
How many centimeters are in a meter?
100? 100. Okay, so come on.
50.
100.
The answer is 100 centimeters. What shape is a stop sign?
An octagon. Yeah, no, is it an octagon? Yeah, it's an octagon. Octagon.
Hexagon.
Is it hexagon? I thought it was octagon.
The correct
Okay.
answer is an octagon.
Yeah. Got it right, bitch.
Which TV chef
Gordon Ramsay, bitch.
presents Hell's Kitchen?
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay. I'm him.
No, you're not. You eat like him, though.
That would be Gordon Ramsay.
Of course, it's Gordon Ramsay. Big dose
This
of
is the
Gordon Ramsay.
worst day of my life.
How many months have 31 days?
Okay, so January. Yeah, so it's January, March, May, July, August. So what? So that's March. That's 1. No, January it's 1. March is 2. May is 3. July is 4. August is 5. October 6. December 7th. 7. The 7 of them.
9.
The 7.
There are 7 months with 31 days.
Yeah.
Which element forms a diamond?
I have no fucking clue. Cubic zirconium. Oh, fucking no. Cubic zirconium.
The correct answer
carbon.
is carbon.
I don't fucking know about diamonds, bitch.
What does Hakuna Matata mean?
Peace and love or some shit, or every little thing is gonna be alright. I don't know. It basically means like, I don't know, enjoy life or whatever.
See you later.
It is what it is. Some shit. I don't know. Some life message. No
That's
worries.
right. It means no worries.
Oh yeah.
How many sides does a hexagon have?
6. 6. 6. Fucking
The
yeah,
answer is
yeah,
6.
yeah. 6.
This is the
bitch.
worst day of my life, actually.
Getting clapped.
How many chambers does the human heart have?
I don't know.
It's gotta be 4,
4.
because I've heard of people having like a quadruple bypass.
4.
You got it. It has 4
Let's
chambers.
go. I'm back.
Which element is represented by the
Iron.
symbol Fe
Iron.
on the periodic table?
Iron. Come on, queso.
Selenium.
Iron.
The correct answer is iron.
Who? Why?
Science, bitch.
What do you call lines that never intersect?
Parallel. Parallel.
A
Come on. A parallel. Fucking yes.
They call
yes,
them
yes,
parallel lines.
Yeah,
This
bitch.
is actually like
Fucking,
this
it's
is
parallel,
stupid.
bitch.
What is 11 multiplied by 12?
142.
133.
The answer is 132. What is the main ingredient in miso paste used in traditional Japanese miso soup?
Miso.
Miso, fucking fish paste.
Oh.
Fish paste.
That's
Soybeans.
right, soybeans.
I don't
Okay.
fucking know.
What is the capital of South
Seoul.
Korea?
Seoul. 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 I don't know what to fucking say it. Seoul.
Indiana.
Seoul.
I have no idea, man.
The correct answer is Seoul.
How could you expect me to know that?
Yes.
Like, actually.
Yes.
Who is the author of The Cat in the Hat?
Fuck, what's his name? Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss. Come
Oh
on.
my god. Oh my goodness. I know his
Dr.
name. I
Seuss.
know his name.
Dr. Seuss. Come on, you got it, Queso. You got it, Queso. I believe in you, Queso. Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss. Don't look at the chat, my nigga. You ain't got
Yep,
it.
y'all said it, bro.
The answer, of course, is Dr. Seuss.
He ain't a doctor, but
Which U.S. state has the longest coastline?
I don't fucking know. California?
Gotta be California.
I don't fucking know.
That would be
Alaska?
Alaska.
I don't fucking care about
Dog,
Alaska.
are you kidding me?
What is the name of a shape with 9 sides?
No, it's not a pentagon. It's like a. It's not a pentagon. It's like a nerfagon. Yeah, nerfagon. It's like a nerfagon.
Otillion.
A nerfagon.
It's called a nonagon.
I mean, I was close. Nerf, non, same fucking thing.
What is the name of the sea between the United Kingdom and Scandinavia?
The Red Sea.
Yeah, but it's British Sea. Fucking no. The North
it's
Sea.
called the North Sea.
Yeah, it's North one.
On which continent is the Sahara
Africa.
Desert located?
Africa. Come on,
America.
it's Africa. It's Africa. I'm back in
the
the
Sahara Desert is located.
Yeah.
Yo, jumpsuit with the 25
Yeah.
gifted. W jumpsuit with the 25 gifted. I appreciate
What do you call a group
school.
of
a
fish?
school, because I'm him. The actual difficult questions I know.
Yeah, of course, a school.
No, yeah, fucking course.
What is the square root of 144?
12.
12. Oh my goodness, I'm a genius.
The answer is 12.
That's actually ridiculous, dude.
What does the word Renaissance mean in English?
Rebirth. Rebirth.
A renewal.
And I know French, so. Rebirth.
The correct answer is rebirth.
That's gotta be the same thing. That's gotta be the same thing.
The fuck? Rebirth, my nigga.
The greatest stories are on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Counting that.
What is the name of the largest moon of Saturn?
Xylophone.
Anopolis.
Titan.
It's called Titan.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Who discovered penicillin?
Shit. Fuck. Because I remember I saw it in my fucking poster at high school, but that was years ago. Fuck, I forgot. Like, Alex.
James R. Martin.
Alex.
Like
Alex
dog.
Pezzuto. Alex.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
That
I
was
said Alex.
Fleming.
No, I said Alex. I said Alex. I fucking count, bitch. I said Alex. Fuck out of here.
Bro.
I said Alex. I fucking count.
Are unicorns real or mythical?
Mythical.
Mythical. If they were real, I'm actually gonna punch my screen.
I hope nobody's keeping count.
I was keeping count.
Unfortunately, they are just mythical creatures. In what year did World War I begin?
19. $1921.
And we're looking like
1921.
80.
1921.
It began
1914.
in 1914.
Okay.
Because it started in 1914, ended in 1919, if I'm correct.
Who painted the Mona Lisa?
Leonardo. I'm about to say DiCaprio. Leonardo da Vinci. I'm about to say Leonardo DiCaprio like a fucking idiot.
Lisa.
Mozart.
Leonardo da Vinci. Fucking such an idiot. I'm about to say DiCaprio.
That was Leonardo da Vinci.
Yo, I'm about to have like a panic attack.
Is an avocado a fruit or a vegetable?
It's a fruit because it has a seed, so it's a fruit.
A vegetable.
An avocado is botanically a fruit.
Well, we don't
Fucking yes.
care what botanically said.
What colors are flamingos when they are born?
White.
White, and then they turn pink. I'm him.
Correct. They have gray or white feathers.
Yeah.
That counts. White. It says white or, so it's white, so that counts. That fucking counts, bitch.
What is the
A
name
kid. No, a Joey. A Joey.
of a baby kangaroo?
Joey.
A fawn.
You got it. They're called a joey.
Fucking yeah. Fuck yeah. A Joey, bitch. They call it Joey, nigga. Haha, take the hour, nigga. I was
How
not.
many
I'm
wings
not.
does a bee have?
4.
2.
4. I fucking got it right. 4. Let me put echo. The answer is 4. Get that echo in there, bitch.
Total, bees have 4 wings. Which domesticated animal was sacred
Cats.
and worshipped by ancient Egyptians?
Cats. Come on.
Cats, that's the only thing that makes sense.
The correct answer is a cat.
Jumpsuit with the 10, thank you.
On average, which planet is closest to Earth?
Mars.
Mars. I'm back. I'm actually back.
That's right. It's
You ain't back, my homie. You're back in the losing column, just like me.
Mercury.
What?
Area 51 is located in which American state?
No.
Nevada.
Nevada. Yo, what did you just say, you filthy loser? No joke, it's actually making me sad seeing he's so dumb. Yeah, you're out of here.
Area 51 is located in Nevada.
Celestial with the 5.
What bird features on the flag of Mexico?
I don't know.
That's gotta be a duck.
A kinkada.
The
An
answer
eagle?
is a golden eagle.
Yeah, America, bitch. Copycats.
What type of animal is a whale?
A mammal. A mammal.
Yes, a mammal.
The correct answer is a mammal.
Because it breathes air.
Also, it doesn't lay eggs. That's also when it births, it's just like he's a baby.
What is the name of a shape with 7 sides?
A septagon. A septagon. No, a septagon.
A
Come on.
septagon.
A septagon.
Correct.
Okay, hept. Fuck off.
It's called
Fuck
a
off,
heptagon.
man.
Yeah, let's name it after hepatitis instead of like something that's similar to the number of sides it has. Okay.
What is the currency of Sweden?
Sweden euro. Euros. I don't fucking know. Euros?
Stone.
Euros.
The answer is Swedish
Dude,
krona.
this is actually
Krona. What the fuck's
ridiculous,
krona?
man.
Which direction does the sun rise from?
Um, I think it's east.
The
I think it's
East.
east.
That's
Yes.
right. It rises from the east.
East to the west to the east. Hey.
Which country is shaped like a boot?
Italy. Italy.
Louisiana.
The correct answer is
Yeah.
Italy.
That's a high hill, but okay.
It's still a boot, nigga.
What do the letters DNA stand for?
Diagnostic neural analogy and no, diagnostic natural analysis.
Diagonal neutral adhesive.
It stands for deoxyribonucleic acid.
Who would know this?
What Italian word originally meant pie and now refers to a famous dish?
Pie. That's it. Just pie. Pie.
People in everywhere.
You
Pizza.
got that one.
What?
It's
Oh, pizza pie. Ah, pizza pie.
pizza.
Hmm.
What substance weakens Superman?
Kryptonite.
Kryptonite.
Of course, yeah, it's kryptonite.
Yeah, of course. Shut up.
What is the smallest bone in the human body called?
Peduncula.
The flapper valve.
The answer is the stapes found in the ear.
Okay, cool. Who cares?
Come back and move.
Why are you giving?
In which sport is a T used?
Badminton.
Golf.
Oh, a T. Yeah, golf. Yeah, my bad. Called birdie. In badminton's golf.
Yes, correct. It's golf.
Or
I
T-ball.
don't feel good.
What is a group of kittens called?
A litter. A
They're
Kindle?
called a Kindle.
A what?
What is the national sport of Japan?
Sushi making. The national sport. Archery. Archery, I don't fucking know.
Baseball.
The
Oh,
answer is
sumo
sumo wrestling.
Yeah, who cares? I mean, Case's good at that.
What is 1/4 of 1,000?
250.
250.
The correct answer is 250.
Got it.
How many inches are in a foot?
12. I'm back. I'm 2 for 2 right now. I'm so back. I'm getting there. I'm getting the rest of them right.
I'm not gonna track how much I get.
Correct. 1 foot has 12 inches.
Huh.
I don't feel good no more.
What ancient civilization built Machu Picchu?
Hawaii. Mesopotamia. I don't fucking know.
That was the Inca civilization.
Okay, good job, Incas.
Up to how many years can a snail sleep for?
3
2
years.
years.
Fucking
The
got it!
answer is up to 3 years.
Yes, I got it, bitch. Yeah.
Must be nice.
What film did Justin Timberlake star in
The social network.
about the
Bro.
invention of Facebook?
Social network, bitch.
Wahlberg.
It was called The Social Network.
Dude, I'm about to throw up. I don't feel good no more.
How many individual squares are on a standard chessboard?
I don't fucking know. 64.
I think there's like 60 of them. 64.
Fucking
The correct
yes.
answer is
Yes.
64.
Oh my
64,
goodness,
bitch.
I am! I said 64 last second!
Well, yeah, bit.
I'm back.
What is the name of Elon Musk's
SpaceX, bitch.
aerospace company?
SpaceX.
NASA?
That's correct. It's SpaceX.
Fuck yeah. Shout out Elon Musk, though.
How many time zones are there in Canada?
4. Cause you have Pacific time, Eastern time. No. 5. There's 5.
Canada.
There's 5.
3.
There's 5. There's
Canada
6.
has 6
That's
time zones.
legitimately wrong, but sure.
I was close.
In what country would you find the city of Marrakesh?
That is 100%
Morocco.
like France. That's
Morocco.
Italy, matter of fact. Oh,
That
I got it. I didn't even know that. I just fucking guessed Morocco. Oh shit.
can be
Morocco.
found in Morocco.
oh, okay. Jumpsuit with the 10.
In what year did the Berlin Wall fall?
1950 something. 1954.
1996.
Because it, or 1962. Oh,
Correct. It fell in 1989.
Fuck.
Real
whatever.
with the 5, thank you.
Which is the only U.S. state that starts with the letter P?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. What you talking about? You think I'm stupid?
The correct answer is Pennsylvania. How many zeros are in 1 trillion?
12.
11.
Fucking yeah.
The answer is 12
Fuck
zeros.
yeah, bitch. Hey. Fuck yeah.
How many letters
26.
are in the English alphabet?
32.
26.
The correct answer, of course, is 26.
Of course.
What is rapper Eminem's real name?
Marshall Mathers. Marshall Mathers.
His real name is Marshall Mathers.
Congratulations.
Marshall Mathers.
How many legs does a butterfly have?
2.
Minimum 4.
No, 4, yeah. 4. 6. Oh!
The answer is
Fucking last second LeBron James buzzer beater
6
shit,
legs.
bitch. It said 6.
In Greek mythology,
Midas.
who turned everything he touched into
The
gold?
Midas touch.
Medusa.
I got the Midas touch. Gold Midas.
That
Yo,
was
I'm pretty
King
sure this whole video was invented for you to feel stupid. Like, actually, all of these questions aren't general knowledge as they, like, portray it to be.
I mean, King Midas, the Midas touch. Just like, ooh, I'm so good with my hands. I got the Midas touch. You know, I guess never. Okay.
This is actually built to make you feel stupid.
Okay.
Just heard it here first. I love these chat. Put Morty's in a Discord, no lie.
Oh shit, right there.
Flavor packed in. You're literally hive minding. I don't understand.
No, what? But I didn't see it.
The comeback of the century just happened. Chat. Before chat, type 1 if you. Last night was not a. He did.
Flats or drums?
Oh, drums. Listen. I'm gonna say right now. I like flats. Well, I like the drums. The drums have got the more meat in it and stuff like that. The drums. Drums are superior.
I mean, the only right answer is drum. What you talking about, flats or drums?
Drum.
The only right answer is drum. You know what? This is worthy of a poll. You know what, chat? This right here is worthy of a poll, I think. You know what? Yeah, let's poll it. You know what? Let's poll it. Flats or drums? Watch everybody vote flats. Watch everybody go hive mind right here and vote flat. Of course. Wait, it's close. Yo. Drums are making a comeback.
There you go. Got a headset on now.
Drums is gonna win. Drums is making an insane comeback.
Drums are superior. That's just the facts. Drums are superior. Flats are good, but drums are superior. I know technically.
Drums made the comeback of the century. This sealed.
Buffalo wings. Ooh. Buffalo wings are fried chicken. Fried chicken.
Chat.
Fried chicken.
Chat.
Fried chicken
Buffalo
superior.
wings for me. Okay. Poll it? Okay, let's see what the poll says. See, you're hive minding again, Chad. I don't understand. You're hive minding again. Why are we doing this? Yo.
Buffalo, bro.
Everybody.
Chicken tikka masala? Butter chicken I've tried like once or twice. I don't think I ever tried chicken masala, so I have to say butter chicken. That's me just being not able. That's not me. That's just me not knowing what chicken masala tikka masala is.
Everybody's saying butter chicken.
I never tried
butter
chicken
action?
masala.
Y'all talking about some butter action, chat?
I never had tikka masala, so that's me just being biased. I don't know what that is.
Right, solid. BBQ chicken.
No, you could give me dog turd right here, and I'd vote dog turd.
Or fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
Chicken, not even close.
Barbecue chicken's good, but I like fried chicken.
That's it? Bro, I need like an hour long. Literally gonna sit here and do an entire. And I'm not built like that.
Yes, you are.
What is this? Yes! Another one! Yes! Why?
This or that. So, that is KFC. What the fuck is this? Dokies? Pokies? Poker? I don't know this. Okay, so, okay, let's just see who looks good. Oh my god, the bottom looks bro, I'm hungry now. They got me. Oh fuck no, I can't order pizza because I already ordered pizza. Fuck. Maybe I have some chicken. Fuck. This or that. This the chicken sandwiches won me over.
Why 3D music in the background, man? I'll do my own. KFC's better than Raising Cane's. Sorry.
Oh, it's Raising Cane's? I don't think there's a Raising Cane's up here in Canada, so.
Wait, is that Raising Cane's, chat? Let's play Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader, chat? Do y'all want to play that first again tonight? I agree, the double Big Mac is very mid. Yeah, it wasn't good, it was dry. The double Big Mac was dry. $100 gifting for one jumping. The Big Mac.
Would you rather?
Cheese does not count as lactose.
Yes, it does.
Cheese is made with milk? No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
They grow cheese with, we learned it in Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader last night. They grow cheese with mold. in those cellars.
No, that's how you make blue cheese. But how you make blue cheese by making the cheese first, then you let it mold. It's blue cheese, buddy. Still love you, queso. Fast food logo. Let's do it. Let's do it. Name this logo. Wiener Schnitzel has to be Rowdy's. Arby's is the cowboy hat. McDonald's is the M. I don't know what Rowdy's is. Wiener Schnitzel sounds like the most logical one because obviously WW. But Rowdy's is up there too. Maybe Wiener Schnitzel? Nah, I think Rowdy's.
Wait, I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, it's a Wiener Schnitzel.
McDonald's!
Wiener Schnitzel. Oh my, look at all the answers.
It's obviously one.
Oh, it's Wiener
Who are
Schnitzel.
the 129 nerds that voted?
Nigga, the people who chose McDonald's. The people that chose McDonald's.
Voted, I'm having if you voted anything except for the first one, yo, find all these people and ban them. I don't know how you're going to, but find them and ban them.
Quiz. Name this book. I got this right so far. That looks like Del Taco. It's not Taco, but that looks like Del Taco. That looks like Del Taco.
It's got to be one of the first two, but I don't know. I'm gonna guess red.
That's like Del Taco.
It's gotta be red.
Yep, Del Taco.
Who is guessing Papa?
Popeyes. Popeyes.
There's no hope. Yo, there's no hope. There's no hope if you voted Popeyes.
I got two out. Gaze high climber.
50 gifted? Who gifted 50 subs, chat?
Wendy's.
Oh, that's easy. That's Wendy's. What you talk about? Don't play with me. That is Wendy's,
I'm
baby.
3 from 3 so far, though. I'm 3 from 3.
Wait, who gifted 50 subs?
I don't think I ever had Del Taco, but that sounds very familiar.
Yo, Salty C with 50 gifted. Give me some W's for Salty C. Try to
Pizza
find one
Hut.
with fast food menu items. All right, bet.
Well, I'd be hard.
Tell me why Marcelo's in 4th place. Yo, Salty C, I really do appreciate the 50 gifted. Thank you, Salty C.
Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box.
Oh, that's gotta be Jack in the Box, because it's none of those.
Where's the box?
Gotta be Jack in the Box. Dude, who were the people voting?
KFC. That's jokes.
Ham dog?
I'm 4 from 4.
One of my shooters is in 2nd.
Sorry, I'm 4 from 4. Sorry. Sorry, the mic. Carl's Jr. No, that's Carl's Jr.
That's Churches. Gotta be,
That's
right?
Churches? I'm pretty sure it's Carl's Jr.
Wait, that's either Churches or Carl's Juniors.
I'm pretty sure it's Carl's Jr.'s. I'm pretty sure it's Carl's Jr. Oh, it's Church's Chicken. Oh.
It just killed half the population.
Yeah, it killed me.
Case Eat Dolores is in 5th. Cam Dog's in 1st.
So I'm 4 from 5. Yeah.
Oh, that's easy. What you talking about? That's easy. What you talking about? That's easy. One sniff, Dolores. Just one sniff. Easy. That one's easy, chat. That one was rather easy. Rather easy.
Name is logo.
What's the Discord type? Exclamation point.
Sonic. Sonic.
That's easy too. Quit playing!
Someone say, Long John
with
Silver's.
5 gift, appreciate you. That's
Sonic.
easy. That's easy. Chat,
I
these
don't
are
eat fast food like that. I can tell by the brand.
Rikey and Cam Dog and Marcelo were the top 3, chat.
I would have been top 5. Burger King.
Chat, I'm not gonna lie. If you're getting any of these wrong, we got problems.
Burger King.
If you are getting any of these
Yes,
wrong,
we got
we
Burger
got
King in
problems.
Yes,
Do a
sir.
Country flags one after this. Yo, that's low-key a good idea. Chat, y'all wanna do that? Flags?
Or flags.
Country
Nice.
flags?
God, that's more harder.
Wait, that's a good idea. Can you say
So
hi,
I got
Aubrey?
one
Hi,
wrong,
Aubrey.
That's A&W, right?
Oh!
That's In and Out. That's none of the above. That's none of the above.
That's the root beer action. Root beer.
That's A&W then. But that's not what my A&W does not look like that though. If it's A&W, then it's A&W. That does not look like A&W for me. That's A&W, okay. Because the one in Canada does not look does not have that. So it's a little bit different.
Dude, 181 of you nerds said none of the above.
A&W. So
Come
I got.
on, man. Chad, please.
I'm not gonna lie, root beer slaps.
Doing?
Carl Jr. This has to be Carl Jr., bro.
Wait.
I'm actually gonna crash out. Or is that Rallies? Oh, I'm guessing myself.
Okay,
no,
yeah, I
Carl
know
Jr.
what that is. I know what that is.
Carl Jr., come on.
I definitely know what that is, Chad. Definitely.
Yep. Fuck yeah.
Yep.
I was doubting myself for a second. I'm like,
Chad, is Rikey cheating? Be honest. Is there a cheater in first?
I mean, I got nine questions. Chick-fil-A.
Everybody's gonna know this because everybody is hive mind to think that Chick-fil-A is the best. Chat, type 1 if you're the dude that's in first right now.
Dog type 1.
Wow, look at that. 62 people. Yo. Lips.
Dairy Queen.
Oh, I know what that is.
And
Chat,
DQ.
you can low-key get all of these right just from deductive reasoning, you know?
Yeah, it's DQ because I actually have one near where I live. I have a DQ near where I live. I went there like once though, so it was a long time ago. Talking ice cream there, a Sunday. Sunday. Yeah, DQ.
That's too easy. That was too easy.
Really did Sonic. Who get put
You're
Sonic?
built like Fred from Cars. Chat, looks like Rikey's gonna win.
Yeah, he's probably one of those fat. That's all he knows. KFC.
This is so easy.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Pizza Hut.
I'm not gonna lie. If I said Long John Silver, I'll be fucked. But actually, no, because I already know. I know what A&W, Pizza Hut, and KFC looks like. So Long John Silver would be easy to look up their region.
I think Rikey's cheating. Chat, type 1 if you think number 1's cheating.
McDonald's.
Are you kidding me? Hey, at least make it a challenge. What is this? Make it challenging.
Nah, it's Carlos Jr. who's getting McDonald's. I literally got all the money except for one. That stupid
Are you
church's
trolling?
chicken.
Are you going for the lowest?
I'm going for the lowest score.
Dude.
In and out. No. Subway.
Oh, I got it!
Subway.
Easy!
I was about to say In and Out, but like, wait a minute, like the arrow.
This is
Subway.
the first one that's been like, wait, what?
But
I
like,
know
I have a Subway near where I live too. Where I live is like a Subway nearby. It's like walking distance. I barely go in there anymore, but hey, I got one, bitch.
Yeah, this is the first one that's been like, wait a minute, let me think.
Yeah, Subway.
Yep.
It's a Subway back in elementary school.
Yep. Chat, type 1 if you've gotten every one of them right so far, if you're in here. 16 of 20. Looks like Riken's going to take first.
It's not Arby's. It's not Popeyes. Long John Silver's.
That's got to be Long John Silver's because there's a fish on it.
Yeah.
That's got to be Long John Silver's. It must be.
Guys, it was the green burrito. I'll be crashing.
Wait, no, it might be green burrito.
Nah, it's Long John Silver's. I have 14 out of thing. I got all the except for one.
Riken got it. Cam Dog's in first. Riken got knocked out of first place. Cam Dog is in first.
In and Out.
Oh, I know this. That's El Pollo Loco. Yep. That's El Pollo Loco. Yep, I know this one. I've been there before. El Pollo Loco. Get scammed. 83 of you nerds actually believed me. Get scammed. Giveaway box of game. Chat, we're giving away a box of gamer subs in the Discord. Join the Discord if you're not in there and go to the giveaways tab. We're giving away a box of it for the next 30 minutes. That's easy. Chat, there's 2 more questions left. Who is going to take first? Cam Dog is still in the lead. Show the box. I will never find it. I'm not going to lie. It's under the pile of fan mail.
Valleys.
That's not Pizza Hut.
It's deductive reasoning. It's not Arby's, not In-N-Out, it's not Pizza Hut.
That's Rallies.
Rallies.
That's Rallies.
Deductive reasoning.
That is not Pizza Hut. That is Rallies.
Pizza.
Yo. Look at the amount of people that voted Pizza Hut. You didn't trust me. You gotta trust me. Ban the guy that just said stop sign. Yo.
Stop sign.
Yo.
Taco Bell.
20 of 20. Let's see who wins, chat. Like this one is like this. Like who's gonna get this wrong?
I'm gonna get it. I literally got one wrong, and that's the fucking church's chicken. Bullshit.
I sold. I was on the leaderboard and I sold. That's tough.
Like,
Cam Dog won it. Chat, Cam Dog won it. Chat, which one should we do now? Chat, do y'all want to do a...
let's do Flags of the World. I can get this one easy. I'm pretty confident in these ones.
I don't know biology. I'm not going to know any of these. Good luck, Chad. Whoever wins this is a genius.
Biology is
We're
geography.
about to find out who the smartest person in the stream is.
United
That's
States of
USA.
America. Onion States
Onion
of
States of America.
But he said biology. He said biology, bro. United States of Armenia.
Oh, chat, y'all gotta read. Look how many people got it wrong because you didn't read. Okay, Case is Huge is not gonna win. I am not gonna allow it. Yo, Case is Huge. If you get first place on the last question, I'm kicking you out.
This is the flight of Pacific of Vanuatu. I have false. I have no clue. That's false. That's that is the name. Okay.
Whoever wins this is the smartest person in here. Okay, everybody up here is cheating, by the way. You're definitely cheating. Wow, thanks for letting us know. Thanks. Everybody on the leaderboard's 100% cheating.
Which
There's
is
no
like
way.
Japan. The fuck? The fuck? K6. K6. Fuck is this geography, bro? Cross with letters and shit, bro. What the fuck is this? What is this, battleship? Okay. This is a battleship instruction. Fuck you doing, bro? Yeah, it's so fucking always answering that quickly because I actually had to read.
K7!
But everyone's still doubting.
Wait, chat. You gotta be a genius for this. They gave you a minute for that, which is good.
K6.
Okay. Solid. Okay, I think the cheaters dropped off. We're good now. There's no more perfect score. Lock in, chat. Lock in.
How many stars?
This isn't hard. Okay, I want to see you beat it.
50.
51!
No, it's 50. No, it's 50.
Right?
It's 50.
I'm counting them.
I don't think they count Hawaii. 50. 50 states. It's 50.
50!
Yeah. I think it's meant to be 51, but they didn't add it.
50! Ban the guy that just said 50 tons.
50 tons.
You're the 51st state. Chad, do I look like a state to you?
I mean, you have to be the size of a state. Says a Wyoming, looking a big ass, nigga.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
You have to have it Arkansas.
Wow, they gave us enough time on this one, didn't they, buddy? Hurry it up. Let's go. Come on, man.
There you go. 51.
51 of you nerds actually believed me. I mean, 400 of you nerds actually believed. We're not about to let Golden Buffalo 16 win. Chat, we're not about to let Golden Buffalo 16 win.
Yes, it is true.
It's Spain!
Oh, that's false. That's false. My bad.
That's Spain!
That is Spain. That's false.
That's Spain, right?
It's Spain.
Chad, was that Spain?
That was Spain. Yes, that's true.
That was actually Spain?
That's Portugal's flag.
I'm him! Yeah, I'm definitely beating Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader today. Type 1 if you believe I am. Yeah, we're good.
What's the flag of
Moldova?
Blue. Blue.
Blue.
Because that yellow is Canada. Green's that fucking
Blue,
back
yeah,
blue, and
blue.
then red is Spain. So, blue is blue. They only got one wrong.
Wait,
so
I've
far.
got to be the smartest person in this lobby. Missing from it. A white crescent moon and a black star.
This is the flag of Bangladesh. What's missing from it? Black crescent moon inside the red circle. White star is in the middle of the red circle. A white crescent moon and a black star inside the red, and a black star inside the red circle. I don't fucking know. I think it's blue. I'm pretty sure it's blue.
Star inside the red circle. Come on, man. You think I didn't know that? What you talking about? I know my biology, and I know for a fact that a white crescent moon and a black star goes inside that red circle.
Wait, did you skip some questions?
And a black blue.
Oh no, you didn't.
Smartest person in this lobby. Missing from it. A white.
Yeah, it's blue.
Fact that a white crescent moon and a black star goes inside that red circle. What you talking about? Buddy, I know my stuff.
Imagine it's nothing.
Watch.
Biology.
Watch.
Bro, people actually really don't know this fucking question.
Get scammed, you absolute losers. You should have known to never believe me. Sucks to suck.
Alright,
Get
nothing.
scammed! Get scammed!
What country's flag is J6?
Yo, Bleed with the 5 gift. Appreciate you, Bleed.
Jamaica.
Which country's flag is J6?
Jamaica.
J, run down here to 6. Brazil. Ban the guy that just called me Terry Chews. That's Brazil.
Terry Chews.
Yes, sir.
That's
Yes, sir.
Jamaica.
Never mind. Okay. What? Wait. If you remove the eagle from the Moldovan flag, which other European...
That is Belgium. And that's Romania. Belgium.
Portugal. I'm going Portugal, chat. Final answer.
Oh, Belgium or
Portugal, final answer.
I'll stick with Belgium.
Period.
I'll stick with Belgium. Pretty sure it's Romania, but
I'm about to get naked.
Belgium. I think it's. I'm so tired. Pretty sure it's Belgium.
Is this Portugal? Why do you give us so much time on this? We don't need this much time. It's Portugal. Never mind. It was
Romania.
Okay.
Oh,
wow.
shit.
I didn't even know that was a town.
That's pretty wrong.
Yo, the Diabeetles. Are you cheating the Diabeetles?
How many red stripes? The 13 colonies. I'm just kidding. 7.
7! Yes!
13. You say 13.
No way people said 13. Buddy, are you kidding me? Yo.
13 colonies.
We're not about to let the Diabeetles win this. Please, somebody take his dude's throne.
Dude,
Somebody get first
capital
place
Romania.
and take his...
Yes. That's true. That's true.
Chad? That's not a town. That's a guy.
That's a country.
Chad is not a town.
Yes, it is. The flag
But
Romanian
true.
town
I'm
is
going to say
simply the
true
same.
anyway.
Yeah, Chad is true.
I'm going to say true.
Yep,
Yo, I am him. Look how close that was. That's crazy.
Yeah, true. Chad is essentially the same of it.
No, wait. I'm about to kick Lucas. Somebody please take... Somebody please. Chat. The Diabeetles. Somebody get him out of here. He's in first place.
Double points.
Molly?
Like Caucasus? I'm saying Mali, I think it is...
Nobody knows this. Nobody in here
blue.
knows this.
Mali's blue.
Yo, the Diabeetles, if you get this right, I'm assuming you're cheating and I'm kicking you.
Blue. Yes, I got it fucking right.
How did y'all know that? How did most people get that right? You're cheating. Yeah, the Diabeetles, I am literally about to kick you because I'm assuming you're cheating. No way you're still in first place. It's basic knowledge. No, it's not. If you add this motif to the middle of the Romanian flag, which country do you get? Moldova. We
yes,
know
Moldova.
That. We know it's Moldova because we just had a question with Moldova in it.
So I have 13 flags.
Easy. Chat, we just had a question with Moldova in it, and it looked exactly like that. That just looks like Denmark to me. I see that flag, and the first thing that pops in my brain is Denmark. Not gonna lie. That's too easy. That's way too easy. Hey, chat, way too easy. The Diabeetles is actually gonna win. Please, somebody. Please, somebody do something. Please, chat.
What makes it unique?
This is the flag of Nepal. What makes it unique?
It's not quadrilateral. That's true.
This is the only country flag that's not quadrilateral.
It's not quadrilateral.
Right? Chat, right? I think. Ban the guy that says you're quadrilateral. I have an A+ in geology. It's square. You're telling me it's green?
Sun and moon.
Hey, guy who just said he has an A+ in
moon.
geology. If it's not green, I'm sending that to your teacher. Because you cheated.
Okay, fine. Green.
You don't have an A+ in geology, but
I'm just kidding, bro.
This is getting sent to
I'm
your
just kidding.
teacher. If you have an A+ in something, that means you know everything.
I'm kidding with you guys.
Guess what, buddy? I'm forwarding this to your teacher tomorrow. And she's going to know that you cheated that A+.
What other
And
countries
this ain't
have?
even geology. This is biology.
Monaco.
Vatican City has this square flag. What only other... I got rat lungworms.
Monaco.
Yo, Scooby, appreciate the 5 gifted. Monaco! No! Somebody dethrone the Diabeetles. How did Eric Carbman make the top 5? How? Expert level? have
Oh,
no idea.
Which one's the flag of Iran? B.
Chad, I truly have no clue.
B. Iran is B. Yes. Yeah.
So y'all are cheating.
Yeah.
There's no way 1,000 of y'all knew that. There's just no shot that. There's no shot.
Iraq.
There's no way 1,000 of y'all knew that.
I knew that.
Who won? The
Diabetes.
Find the Diabetes and ban them now. Let's go, chat.
Oh shit! No, I fucked up. Guys. And that's Switzerland. I fucked up, guys. My bad. I fucked up. I actually pressed fucking exit out.
These are Vessies. They're waterproof.
Yeah, but that's just the coating, right?
It's actually an
I always tell people the day the Latino, African American, Asian, and other communities realize that they share the same oppressor is the day we start winning. Because we are the majority in this country now. We have the ability to take over this country and to do what is needed for everyone.
They actually look at mass migration. This is from a December 2024 report written by one of Scheinbaum's top aides. Quote, "We already know that the Mexican population in the United States reaches 39.9 million. We Mexicans are reclaiming our territory." So they view this as an opportunity to extend what they call Greater Mexico into the United States, and they intend to use that for their political benefit and to our detriment.
Boy. So we got to talk about a shocking interview that really exposes the national security threat that is the Democrats to this country, right? If they take back power and control, I have been warning people that they are going to open the borders wide open again, okay? And part of the reason why is because they have to going into 2030 in order to survive the census, because so many sane people have left blue states due to taxation, crime, terrible Democrat policies to go to red states that their populations are declining, right? They're shrinking enough that they're going to lose power within Congress, right, in these blue states. So it's just, at this point, a necessity for Democrats to open back up the borders. Now, obviously they're doing this for their own power and control, but they're also doing it for more nefarious reasons as well, too. Basically, they are allowing the country to be taken over by foreign actors, okay, for their own benefit. And that's what I want to talk about here, because anytime you press a Democrat on the open border policy, right, on the open borders agenda, their answers just kind of tell you everything you need to know, okay? These people are not serious about enforcing any type of border security or coherent immigration policy at all.
Moreno. Thank you. Mr. Nisko, I'll start with you. Just a basic question, just to kind of level set. We can have the three of you just answer decently, quickly. Do you think that people who are here in this country illegally, meaning they either entered illegally or overstayed a visa, should be deported? Yes, simple yes or no.
The rule of law, yes.
Mr. Ellison?
Do they have an asylum petition pending?
You get your microphone.
If they have a pending asylum petition, I think it should be heard. If they have some basis for their presence in the country, I think ordinary due process should take place.
Yeah, it's just from my perspective, simple. I'm not a big shot lawyer like you. Just a quick question. If you enter the country illegally or you overstay a visa, should you be deported?
My simple answer is, sir, it depends.
Okay, so if somebody breaks into your home, should they be arrested for breaking and entering, or does it depend?
It's an entirely different scenario.
How's that?
Because immigration is essentially civil, and breaking into my home is a criminal matter.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So if there's laws that should be enforced, so we shouldn't enforce civil violations?
We absolutely should enforce them.
But you just said that it's a civil matter, so it's different. So if somebody
you enforce
creates
civil matters.
So if somebody commits a civil infraction, it shouldn't be enforced?
It should be.
Okay, so they should be deported.
No, they should have due process that is associated with their petition. So,
again,
for example,
so the act of entering the country illegally, you think we should say, well, did you really do it or not do it? It's pretty obvious that they did, right?
well, I mean, it would depend on the facts of the situation, and then they might say,
I just gave you the facts. They
Right, but-
entered the country without permission.
but Senator, they had a great basis to say they would be persecuted in their home country and subjected to real oppression there. Under international law, there are provisions for them to make a case.
That's a phenomenal point. Mexico and Canada, do you consider those to be safe countries? Generally do? You border Canada, assault your neighbors to the north.
No, I love my neighbors to the north.
Well, so is it a generally safe country?
Generally, yes.
So then somebody's asylum could certainly be safe in Canada and Mexico.
Now, so we do know.
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that. Okay, so Democrats have allowed the exploitation of this loophole when Biden was in office, where anybody can come to the border and say, yo tengo hambre, I'm escaping, I need to come in, please, right? I'm escaping violence, right? And they just allowed him, right? They just allowed him in. And ultimately, at the end of the day, that was beneficial towards the country. But the problem is that you had foreign countries also exploiting as well, too. And the reason why is because, again, thanks to democracy, are an easy country to invade of America without actually having to declare war. And again, that is what countries are doing. They say, hey, we're going to use the open border, Democrat policies, right? Democrat politicians, progressive groups, in order to stay cool against the United States of America without actually having to invade.
Ignoring the weaponization of immigration, and by that I mean foreign actors and some people domestically who see immigration as a tool or a weapon to accomplish very specific ends. And they tell us what those ends are. Those ends are the diminishing of American civilization, the advancement of their political networks within the United States, their desire to sow chaos within our country. This includes neighbors like Mexico, but also rivals like China and domestic progressive elites who gain a political advantage from it.
Yeah. Let's talk about Mexico, Peter. President Sheinbaum's administration, from our own reporting, appears to now be working more closely with our law enforcement and our military to stop the flow of drugs and people into the United States. But you pose in the book that Mexico's consulates are running a shadow campaign to sway U.S. elections. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, you know, look, I mean, there's only certain things that Claudia Sheinbaum is going to be able to do with regards to the drug cartels because she is connected to the drug cartels, and I provide that evidence in the book. When it comes to Mexico's infrastructure in the United States, it's vast. The UK and China have 6 and 7 consulates in the U.S. Mexico has 53, and they are meddling in our domestic politics. They are part of, according to officials themselves say, they are part of the civil resistance to the Trump administration. They've held meetings in their consulates about how to turn states from red to blue. And they also have sovereignty goals as it relates to the United States. Let me just read you one quote. I could read you dozens from how they actually look at mass migration. This is from a December 2024 report written by one of Sheinbaum's top aides. Quote, we already know that the Mexican population in the United States reaches 39.9 million. We Mexicans are reclaiming our territory. So they view this as an opportunity to extend what they call Greater Mexico into the United States, and they intend to use that for their political benefit and to our detriment.
Yeah, so it's not just illegal immigration, but it's also legal immigration as well, too, that is being taken advantage of by our adversaries, like, for example, China. This author is going going to outline how they are abusing our system, birthright citizenship more specifically, in order to affect the outcome of our elections, okay, and to push CCP propaganda in the United States of America through the Democrat Party. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this.
Since President Trump's return to office, the focus of the immigration crisis has been on the border. But an investigation reveals that it wasn't just an invasion across that border. It was all strategy by some lawmakers at the highest level. And joining us now is Peter Schweizer, president of the Government Accountability Institute and author of The Invisible Coup: How American Elites and Foreign Powers Use Immigration as a Weapon. Peter joins us right now with more on this. Peter, good morning to you. You're going to be testifying before a Senate committee about your investigation, which you detailed very nicely in your book there. What part of your investigation do you think finally caught Washington's attention?
Well, the reason I'm going to be testifying before the subcommittee of the Senate Judiciary Committee is the research on birthright citizenship and how China has, on an industrial scale, exploited it. Birthright citizenship is this idea that if you're born in the United States, you're granted automatic citizenship. In the case of China, there's an industry called birth tourism, where pregnant women literally fly to the United States, give birth, they're granted citizenship, and then they immediately return back to China, where the child will be raised. And the problem is, of course, they will be able to vote when they turn 18, even though they're in China. And the scale here, according to the Chinese government, is massive. By their estimate, there are more than 1 million U.S. citizens, I'll put that in air quotes, living in China, being raised in China. They're going to be able to start voting in our elections. So it's that exploitation of birthright citizenship that I will be testifying before the Senate in mid-March.
It's not just voting that you're concerned about either. It's sometimes we have, when they get older and they become students, they then come to the United States and go to our schools and infiltrate our systems, correct?
That's right, because Jan, also, you can not only vote, you can donate to political campaigns, you can apply for sensitive government jobs. You're a U.S. citizen. You can't be denied an opportunity just because you happen to be Chinese. But the problem is, they were raised in the CCP system under communism, and the parents are overwhelmingly part of the Chinese elite. They're military officers, CCP officials, propagandists, etc. So these are not dissidents. These are not students that are disconnected from the Chinese Communist Party.
So they have a goal.
Facts. Again, it reminds me of the Texas representative, Gene Wu. We talked about him. He's a Chinese immigrant, right? And he claims that black and brown people, right, including the Chinese, right, including people like himself, their goal is to take over the country, right, from whites, right? That's their goal. He explicitly stated that in an interview, that they are here to take over the country. And they do so through immigration. You don't have to declare war on the United States anymore, right? You don't. You just have to get Democrats elected, and then Democrats open up the border, because ultimately, at the end of the day, open up the border helps them out with their power and control, and they do everything that these progressive lobbyists and the far left woke revolutionaries, who are also influenced by foreign propaganda, right? Democrats are beholden to that wing of their party, which essentially makes them act on behalf of our enemies, right? The Marxist wing of the Democrat Party is aligned with the CCP, right? This is why you have people like Hassan Piker going over to China, pushing propaganda, right? Pretending as if China's great, it's amazing. Why is that? Because they want you to think that communism is amazing, right? They want you to think that. And then that influences the Democrat Party, because these individuals push the Democrat Party to the left. The Democrats capitulate because they're whores, right? Political whores. Let's keep it 100. They'll do anything for votes, even if that means selling out this country and allowing foreign influence, right? And that's what happens, right? So people got to understand that war has been declared against the United States of America by our adversaries, right? And some of our neighbors as well, too. And the way that they do so, the way that they take over the country, the way that they influence policy within the country, the way that they control the country is through mass migration and progressive activism. That's how they do it, okay? The Democrats are basically captured by foreign interests at this point, right? They are a foreign party currently working against America. This is why on the world stage, they're trashing Trump. They feel comfortable going to Europe and trashing our leadership, trashing America on the world stage, actively working against us and our interests, right? Just saying. That is what the Democrat Party has become. And the open border policy of the Democrat Party is one of the main ways that they allow foreign influence within our country.
Goal when they come here. There's an obvious goal, and part of that is surveillance, correct?
Yes, it's surveillance. And look, they did this, China did this for a while in Hong Kong, the same kind of birth tourism. Hong Kong shut it down in 2010 because they said, look, this is about subversion. So the same thing's happening in the United States on a larger scale. And I think we have to consider this in light of the Supreme Court, which is going to be looking at the issue of birthright citizenship and any limitations that can be placed on it later on this spring in their term.
How big of a blind spot do you think this has been for the lawmakers and really for the United States from a national security perspective?
I think it's a huge blind spot because, again, when it comes to birthright citizenship, I probably have the attitude of a lot of people, right? Somebody comes to the United States, they've made a life here, they have a couple of kids, they're living here, they're paying their taxes. The kids should be citizens. That's not what we're talking about here. We're literally talking about people who effectively have stepped a toe into the United States for the sole purpose of giving birth, and then they're raising the child in an adversarial country. And this is a practice, Jan, that the Chinese Communist Party has actually encouraged. They've run articles about this in the People's Daily, the large paper in China, explaining how to do this. And of course, that begs the question, why would China want their own elite to get dual citizenship for their children in the United States? And I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's not good.
Right. And also, too, why would we allow it? Why would lawmakers allow it? What are some lawmakers getting in return to continue to allow this? President of the government...
Well, we already know what they're getting, right?
Get money.
You know, lawmakers like Eric Swallowswell, right? He's getting some shrimp fried rice. Right? Some lo mein from Fang Fang, right? In exchange, right? We know what he getting. It's easy to get him on board, right? You just got to give him some lo mein. But you know, these politicians, man, they're whores, right? They are prostitutes, and they'll do anything for power and money, right? That's the Democrat Party. Yes, the Supreme Court case involving birthright citizenship is very important, right? We're gonna see if they place limitations on it. Certainly they should, right? They certainly should, considering how I don't think it's constitutional in the first place. And it's definitely something that we need to put a stop to, right? Because this type of stuff is how our enemies, okay, have influence in this country, right? We are a nation where we're lacking common sense when it comes to enforcing our laws, when it comes to stuff like birthright citizenship, and our foreign adversaries are taking advantage of it, right? They are. And that's something we have to be aware of, and that's why we have to put a stop to it. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. I'm gonna end the stream right here. So tomorrow's stream, I wanted to sorry for the delay. Obviously, I wanted to test on the mic, so guess so far so good. I guess the mic is doing well. I'm kind of proud of that. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream right there, guys. Thank you so much for coming. Tomorrow it's either gonna be Sly 3 retro stream or anime watching stream. Most likely some anime watching, so I do need to catch up on some seasonal stuff, and I want to watch some older stuff. So that's gonna probably be what's gonna happen tomorrow. So yeah, anyway, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, until then, peace out, and yeah, have a nice day. Oh, whoops, fucking goodness. Peace, guys.